Hello everyone, welcome to TVON. My name is Joyce and thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday. I almost said Friday because I'm usually here with you guys on Friday, but it is Wednesday, it is day one. I'll be here with you guys tomorrow as well, but thank you so much for joining me on this fabulous Wednesday. It is Thanksgiving Eve after all, or as I like to say it, Thanksgiving, but I know, I'll be here all night, but thank you so much for joining me. I have a lot of pieces to get to today, so we're not going to be wasting any time, but I do have a wide variety of pieces here that I've had pulled from the vaults. But if there by chance is something you want to see that I'm just not showing it, you know, whether it's diamond pieces or like Tanzanite. I know Tanzanite we are running out. In fact, today I only have 3 Tanzanite pieces, one of which is a 22 karat ring, one of which is a sugar loaf also in a ring, and one in a pendant. So if you've had Tanzanite on your radar for a while now, please do call in, request it, see if we have it. If we do, that's great. If not, we will do our best to work on something for you. But I have a lot of pieces here today, so many pieces that you've seen before, whether or not it's been here for the past couple of weeks or months, but all these pieces gotta go because truly, like these prices that we do, we already priced them at or under cost. So you can either get it at that price, which is already pretty good, or, you know, our usual standard $50 off sale, which is not the case tonight. You know, that's also pretty good. But for pieces that are like, you know, a couple $1,000s, over $10,000, you know, $50 off is still pretty good, but, you know, we could do better, which leads us into 10% off. Now, this is a sale, 10% off that we introduced. It was a brand new concept that we had, I believe it was last year. So before last year, we've never had anything like this before, so truly, I don't know who thought of the idea, but if you had proposed to management like 2-3 years ago, be like, hey, 10% off sale, they'll be like, are you crazy? So this is your last chance. A lot of these pieces, again, for me, one of a kinds here, once they are gone, they are gone. So if you see something you like, be sure to call in early because I've been in the phone books for the past couple of days of this sale event, and people have been missing out by 1 second, by 5 seconds. Like, it's kind of crazy. So be sure to call in when you see anything you like. You don't have to pick it up once you call in. You know, if the price you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. Hang up. But if you like it and you miss out on it, it's gone. So without much further ado, let us get right into our very first items of today. So let's take a look at the wheel here. And we do have a fabulous trio of floral rings. Now, these are all going to be different price tags, but I just thought, you know, they're all of the similar, from the same designer, obviously, but a little bit of a different, you know, size in terms of the rings themselves, all different carat weights, all different prices. However, the one thing that they all share is that they are all an 18 karat white gold, and they do have to stay like it is. Now, if you do want any information, I'm sure we can pull it up. It's okay if we block the rings next to each other, but this is, again, the small, the medium, and the large size rings. So I do have measurements as well, but as far as the one in the front goes, this is 55 points of the Princess Cuts, 112, 1277, and 55 points of the Princess Cut Burma rubies, all invisibly set beautifully into this floral design, and 3 points of white diamonds. That is a single white diamond, 3-point diamond bezel set into the center of this piece. Now keep in mind that all of these pieces are going to be different prices, so if you see something you like, be sure to call in early so you can get first dibs on anything you like up here, or if you want to take the whole trio, that is no problem at all either. A piece like this was supposed to be $9.99, and you probably saw it for something that was not $9.99. If you like this one, this is again the smallest of the 3. If you call in and you like one of them, just say small, medium, or the large. The smallest, as far as it goes, is not going to be $9.99 or even $499. Again, these prices that you see up there on the graphics, that is before your 10% off. And we are not even done at $499 just yet. For this one in the center here, this will be $449, white gold only for the very first caller who would like to grab it. So keep in mind, $449. Now this is only the smallest of the 3. Now even though this is the smallest, from the widest point of the flower, it still measures 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom. So that's still a little bit under half an inch. So it's definitely not like the ring right here on the side, but it is still a nice daintier size. Let's say you want to gift it for yourself or for a younger gal in your life. That is no problem at all. But this one right here is $449. And let us move on to this medium size right here. This one in the middle, right now the medium size, is 1121273. Also 18K white gold. Does have to stay like it is. Now this one, the rubies have a significant increase. As you can see, they're 225 total weight of the invisibly set Burma rubies. Now, I know these prices are kind of like, it's almost insulting to these pieces considering, you know, all the work that's been put into, you know, just designing and even setting the stones, because as you know, invisibly set stones, they do take a lot more workmanship and it takes so much more time, which is why, you know, from us, you don't see us do as much of those pieces because of how time consuming they are. But this one was supposed to be $19.99 and is not even going to be $19.99. We are going under $1,000 on this one to save you an instant $1,000, make it $9.99. But guess what? We are not done yet, because for this one, if you would like to take the medium size, this one will be $888. And yes, I did go ahead and measure all of the rings from top to bottom. So this is actually 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. Now these all have like a slight dome style effect to the floral pattern itself as well. So as you can see from the side, it's not, you know, flat on the hand. There definitely is some dimension with it, and it gives it so much more, you know, pop and so much more life to it. But this one in the center is $888, and don't worry, I will be able to try on all of these, maybe even all at once. So stay tuned for that. But this one in the middle, $888, and then last but not least, we do have the largest floral right here. That is 1121254. 18K white gold, you know the drill by now. This is actually 535 total weight of all of the princess cut rubies, again invisibly set for all of them, and a single 20-point diamond set in the direct center of this entire piece. I mean, like, you know, they could have easily set that center stone, that center diamond in like a bezel setting to give it an even larger presence, but I think just setting it with the prongs is already a good enough job where it's like, wow, that diamond itself is huge. And it is. And this price also had kind of a huge price tag, and I mean, like, you know, $49.99. However, we can't leave it at $49.99 for you. Instead of $49 or even $39 or even $29.99 or even $1,999, this piece is not going to be. So again, let's look at it from this side here. So definitely still has that curvature to the petals itself. Again, how much more easy, I guess, it would be to just, you know, set all of the stones, you know, on a flat piece of gold and just, you know, call it a day. But instead, they decided to go ahead and be like, you know what? Art imitates life. So we got to do this to it. And we're also going to help you with the price tag. It is not going to be $19.99. If you would like to pick up this piece here today, one caller only, we will make it $1,599. And this one, yes, I also had to measure it. From the widest point of the florals from top to bottom, 7/8 of an inch. So this is definitely a little bit larger than the medium sized one, but still a large ring nonetheless. And I will be able to try this one on the hand as well. So this is the largest ring that we have here, the largest floral ring as we have here. Split shank on this one, and all of my bracelets are coming out. As you can see, if you were with me the last couple of Fridays, the one in the middle here, this is our largest ever tennis bracelet that TVON has ever done, 1275 total weight. So this is here back again by request, and these other bracelets next to it are also here, also part of the request. You know, they've been here as a, I guess, like as a complimentary piece to the main request in the center here. So just for size comparison. But if you have any questions on either of these two bracelets, do let me know. But again, this is the largest one on the hand, and I might actually just also put up these other two florals. So here we have all three on the hand for a size comparison. So as you can see, you know, from small, medium to the large one, whichever one you like, you know, just say small, medium, or large, and then your operator will be able to tell you. So again, this one on my index finger is the smallest one for $449. The one on my middle finger right here is the medium sized one for $888. And last but not least, the one on my ring finger we just showed for $15.99. So call me on either of these. This is what they look like from the side. So as you can see there, definitely a huge presence on the hand, and a very beautiful one as well. So let us go back up close. And if you want to think about anything, no problem at all. Just, again, write down those item numbers. Very helpful when you call in, maybe in the next 30 minutes, in the next, 2 hours, what have you. But here we have our triple ruby floral. So again, I'm going to be moving on really quickly. So if, I move on really quick and you're like, did that piece sell? Always call in, check with your operators. They have a computer in front of them. They can, let you know. They can check for you. But this is it. This is all our trio of floral rings. So once they're gone again. Invisibly set stones, of whatever stones you have. Very time consuming, so don't expect to see so much of this style in the near future. And we will be moving right along in a few short moments. So call me on either of these. Again, the largest one is in the middle. I know I keep moving it around. The medium size is on the left and the smallest one is on the right. So let me know on either of these. And next up, we do have a fabulous designer diamond piece. So let me know on either of these three. Might be verifying on a few as we speak. But next up, we do have this fabulous little piece here. This is 1117216. Now this is a daintier style band, so do not expect this to be like our 5-stone diamond band ring. This is definitely a smaller band, as I said, but I would probably recommend it as a thumb ring even, so keep that in mind. This is 1117216, 14K white gold only, so please keep that in mind. There is a beautiful 12-point pear-shaped white diamond set east to west on this band. Now, if you want to wear it with the pear shape on the right or on the left, that's totally up to you. Yes? I'm thinking the 225 Princess Pepper. All right, thank you very much. So is that the medium size? All right, so medium flower looks like it is gone, so thank you very much. So the largest and the smallest flowers are still here, but the medium is gone. Thank you very much on that one. And 4 points of the baguette white diamond on the other side. It's very interesting how they chose to have those two shapes incorporated into this one ring. I definitely would have never thought about this. So again, very subtle, very slight, but very designer and very unique, absolutely. And of course, we can't forget diamond rings. They gotta have some brilliant cut round white diamonds, am I right? So there we have it, 15 points of the round white diamonds on the band here. Again, keep in mind this is a daintier size band. I know everything looks super large on TV. It's because we are super zoomed in. It's like looking at a piece through a loop, but this is a daintier size, so I would probably like 99.9% recommend it to be a thumb ring. This piece was supposed to be $999, and if you know where we've started and where we've ended on several of our other pieces, you'll know that this is not going to stay at $999. If you would like to grab it, again, one only, you can grab this one for $599 to the very first caller only. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, very much a true diamond band ring. It just has, two uniquely shaped white diamonds on the front. And if you wanted to wear it this way or even flip it around, that is perfectly fine, totally up to you. This is what it looks like on the hand. So here we have it. Again, from a faraway distance, it's definitely more prominent of the size of this piece. And definitely you can see your pear shape and your baguette white diamond just sitting there in the center twinkling. And this ring too, if you wanted to, stack it with some other pieces you have, like other diamond band rings, or if you have a specific piece that you have in mind that you're like, hey, has a similar motif maybe, possibly, and maybe would work well with, this ring. So $599 on this one. This is what it looks like from the side. So it truly is like basically a true diamond band, sans the middle 2 diamonds. Let me also try it on as a thumb ring actually, just to show you. So again, thumb ring, it's not huge, it's not overwhelming, but it's definitely a unique take on a potential thumb ring. So I know a lot of our rings, you don't really expect it to be like, thumb ring material, but this one I saw and I was like, you know what, it could be one. So if you've been on the hunt for if you already have a thumb ring maybe, or if you want something a little bit different, you don't wear the same thing every single day, hopefully. Maybe you like to switch it up a little bit depending on your outfit, but this one is the one to have and own, $599. And let us go back up close for one more look at this fabulous piece. And again, pieces will go, during the show. Maybe I won't know about it until like way later. So if you have any questions, see something you like, call in quickly and grab them before they go. But this one is here, $599. So call me quickly on this one. Again, designer pieces, you recognize them at this point. So once they are gone, they are gone. And this next piece, I probably shouldn't show it this early. This is definitely not a first hour piece, but I say, you know what, let's just go for it, because I mean, I've been looking at this piece for the entire day today, and I'm like, you know what, I can't believe that this one is still here. So let me know on this one. But we are going to be moving on to this intensely vivid yellow sapphire. I know, it almost looks like a yellow diamond. In fact, personally, I think it looks even better than a yellow diamond. This is 112-2307. This is our heart-shaped yellow sapphire, and I feel like it's so bright that you almost can't see the details in it, and maybe I have to like, block a light for you to actually see the stone. But here we have it, 112-2307. This is white and yellow gold for the mounting. Does have to stay like it is, and this probably, is going to be too early for a piece like this. But again, a lot of these pieces, I just want to show it early, and so you can get a look at, maybe think about it. I know we're here for the next 2 hours and 45 minutes, but time flies and pieces are going to go. This is our 255 heart-shaped unheated yellow sapphire. I know here at TVON, most of our sapphires are unheated. I feel like very rarely do we get heated stones, so we spoiled you guys, I guess, but that's always a good thing to have. 22 points of the VS yellow diamonds. Now that is in that immediate halo circling your center stone there. Again, yellow diamonds they look pretty vivid to me, pretty saturated to me, and it just works so beautifully with that center stone, with that heart-shaped yellow sapphire. Last but not least, we have a carat 28 total weight of the white diamonds. Now, in the second halo, the white diamond halo, if you will, the diamonds on those, they are pretty large and pretty impressive. If you have this mounting, if you own this mounting, you know this mounting, you know what I'm talking about. And don't forget also diamonds paved down the side as well. The band tapers beautifully on this one. And did I forget to mention, but this one is actually TGC certified. So you heard me say vivid yellow sapphire. It's on the graphics. You're like, oh, they're probably just making it up. Maybe it's just a pale yellow sapphire. No, we actually do have the certification to back it up, which here, take a look at it. So if you do pick up this piece, the cert will come with. So as you can see, color, vivid yellow, comment, no indication of thermal treatment. Again, heart-shaped mix, carat weight, and all of the information right here. This is the certificate, and this piece started at $79.99. This is not a piece that should be discounted from $79.99, but here we are discounting it even more than it was from what I remember. $79.99, $69.99, $5,999. It is not going to be. Last I had it, from what I remember, it was in the range of $3,999. And I am, if I remember correctly, which I hope I'm not, but looks like I got a brand new discount. So that's a little bit concerning because maybe they didn't realize, hey, maybe it'll appear on a 10% off sale, but here it is. And look at it from this angle as well. The last time I had this piece, I described it as taking, pure gold, like 24 karat gold, and just like melting it, and that's what the inside of this stone looks like, and truly it does from this angle. It's like, I don't understand how a yellow sapphire could be this saturated, this vivid, but here we have it. This is what it looks like from the back side. So it is open, but continuing with the heart-shaped motif there on the back side. True to size on this one, despite being a rather large front-facing ring, but here we have the other side as well. And again, sapphires supposed to be, naturally have inclusions, as do most stones, but this one, yes. Thank you very much. So it looks like out of the trio, who? Kathy, thank you very much. So out of our flower trio, looks like the largest one is the only one that remains. So thank you very much for picking up our florals. But this is not going to be $39.99. Let's just save you another $1,000, which I really shouldn't be doing that, but let's make this one $2,999 to the very first caller. Again, yellow sapphires, super popular here at TVON. Heart shape we rarely see, if ever, and yellow sapphire, again, wildly popular. Once they are gone, they do, never come back. So $29.99 on this one. Let's take a look at it on the hand. So here we have another perspective. I love how the diamond halos are just they work so beautifully with this center stone, where it's almost like a beautiful transition from, the center stone into a yellow diamond halo, and then ultimately into that white diamond halo. It just flows so beautifully, and only for $29.99. Keep in mind, unheated stone, vivid yellow sapphire, heart shape. This is another look at it from the side. So as you can see, they're beautifully built, beautifully constructed, diamonds paved down the band, and the band itself also tapered, so true to size on this one. And yes, bracelets. I know every time I have like a hand shot, they're like, take a look at us. But bracelets will be coming up in the next couple of minutes or so. But in the meantime, call me quick on this yellow sapphire. Again, pieces do go after the fact, so I will be moving rather quickly. Once they are gone for good. So here it is, again, up close at the heart-shaped yellow sapphire. Again, if you need another look at the cert, I can show it again, no problem at all. But next up, we are moving to another stone that was hugely popular when we first debuted it. This is a stone I only learned about through TVON, so maybe you've heard of it. But it is here. I only have one today. Does have to stay like it is in terms of the gold color, as is the case for many pieces here today because of the pricing that we're doing. So keep that in mind. But $29.99. Again, if you need to think about certain pieces, write down those item numbers. You know, take your screenshots if you're watching on like a tablet or a phone, and call us if you have any questions. Again, we're always here to answer any questions you might have. And if you have any requests as well, I know it's only like the first 20 minutes, but get your requests in and we will be able to help you out. But moving along, so call me on this one. Again, heart-shaped yellow sapphires. Don't get to see anything that looks like this, so call me on this one. But next up, we have this fabulous Merilani mint garnet. This is 1118081. This is that beautiful, almost like a emerald cut meets radiant cut Merilani mint garnet, set east to west in this beautiful wide band style, single halo, yellow gold only on this one, please. This is a carat 02 Merilani mint garnet. And I know for stones like this, you really would rather set them like north to south, so it gives it a larger look, but maybe you already have one that looks like that. Maybe you want something different. But this is the one that is here today, 102 center stone, 27 points of the diamonds in that fabulous halo there. And just because of the way that it is set, it almost reminds me of like a signet style ring. So I don't remember, shame on me, but I don't remember which month you know, garnets are. But this one could be a beautiful, exotic, unique alternative. This piece was supposed to be $59.99. And again, keep in mind, does have to stay like it is in the yellow gold. This one is true to size. The band does taper slightly in the back as you saw. But this is not going to be $59.99, $49.99, or even $3,999. Now keep in mind, just because the price is dropping and just because we're taking that extra, you know, 10% off, does not mean that, you know, we're taking 10% off of the gold or 10% off of the diamond or, you know, 10% off of the stone or anything. All of these pieces, what you see is what you get. So if you want to size it from like a size 7 to a size 8, we will do it for you. Or we won't be like, you know what, take away 10% of the services that we offer, no more sizing, none of it. No, we still do it for you. So if you like this one, call us quickly because it is also not going to be $1,999 here today. Again, a super unique cut and set east to west. This is what it looks like on the hand. And it's just such a beauty from afar. I mean, just look at that. The halo definitely does help with accentuating its shape. And from this perspective too, it truly does look like almost like a signet style. So this is what it looks like from the side as well. You saw all of the gold from the backside. I mean, the backside is just like pure gold, pure 14K yellow gold. And this is not going to be $19.99 either. So let us go back up close because we are not done discounting just yet. Again, I keep saying this, but there's a delay. If there's anything that you see so far that you like, please call in early because I had a piece that was kind of similar in style to this one. People called in like 2 seconds too late and it was gone. People called in 5 minutes later, it was gone. Nothing we could say would bring it back. So if you like this one right now, call in because of the delay, because it is not going to be $19.99. We are going to do this piece for $1,299. Again, that price, this piece should definitely raise some question marks, but here we are. This entire piece with all of this 14K yellow gold is only $1,299. And don't forget the fact that that is a 102 Merilani mint garnet in the center there. Merilani mint garnets, if you weren't here with us during the debut of the stone, if you put it under a UV light source, the stone will change color into like this beautiful pat parashi color. And even different Merilani mint garnets They will change and have a different hue of the papier-mâché colors. Some might have more of the pinks, some might have more of the oranges. It is up to each individual stone, so that in a way makes them super unique and super special. But this one is here, $1,299 for all of that gold and that beautiful 102 radiant cut center stone. I have not seen a stone that is in this cut before, so grab it while it's here. Again, heart-shaped yellow sapphire, unheated, still hanging out as we know it. Only the largest floral from our trio at the very beginning is still here. So if you maybe are just tuning in and you're wondering what we just missed, again, several pieces are still here. This diamond band from earlier, still here for $599. Any and all requests are welcome. Just let us know that if you have one, and then we will be able to check in the back for you. Or if you're on the go today, again, stay safe, be well, have fun. And if you're here watching, thank you so much for watching so far. It's been a lot of fun. You know, I'm usually here on on Fridays, but it's always nice to be here, you know, not on Fridays and see everyone, hopefully everyone. So thank you guys again for being here. I mean, truly, I'm so thankful to have this opportunity to, you know, not only design pieces, but also to just show you all of these pieces that we have in our inventory. And, you know, just, you know, the big boys, you know, I'm notorious for that. Like, I just got to show you some of the most beautiful museum-worthy pieces that we ever have in our inventory. So call me on this one, $12.99. And I feel like I should tune in with Facebook. Hello, Facebook. I know usually I'm on Facebook on Fridays, but I got to say hello to my girls. So hello, everyone. Yes, I'm very sparkly today. You know, it's like this top, it's like, I love it, I hate it. It's like, it just leaves glitter everywhere, so. But I love how it looks though. It's very nice, very sparkly, but very, you know, very different from what I usually wear. So $12.99 on this one, let me know. And does anyone wanna see my largest Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite in a ring today? This is a piece that I've had a few times, and every time I have it, and every time the show ends, and every time I find out that the piece is still here, I'm like, why is it still here? Maybe I did something wrong, but let me know on this one. Have a few callers verifying on it already, but again, whoever says sold first does take it. Next up, we do have this fabulous Tanzanite. This is 1117054. This is the largest Tanzanite inner ring that I have here today. This is that ring that actually tricked me a little bit when I first saw it and didn't realize, you know, what was, you know, hidden behind the design of this piece until much later. But here is the largest Tanzanite ring I have of today. Currently in the white gold, we heavily recommend it in the white gold. Again, if we were to change the gold color, again, the jewelers would be mad at me, but so keep it in the white gold. I think it looks the best that way considering all of the diamonds, and you don't really see so much of the gold aside from the prongs itself, so keep it in the white gold for me. But $22.71 is the carat weight of the center stone on this fabulous emerald cut Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite, which again, running out of. If you are newer to us, again, I know kind of late to the party, but not too late, just in time for like almost the finale of Blue Wing Block Ds. So this is one of the pieces. Maybe you want to start off with the piece to, you know, just the best stone in your Tanzanite collection. You could start off with the largest. Again, the smaller stones, don't know if we have any left. So, but what we have here is the largest in a ring that I have so far. 82 points of the diamonds. Now those are all of these diamonds down either side, so triple row on the left, triple row on the right, and guess what? In the center, right through the middle of the stone, it really reminds us of what? The bridge mounting, right? But this is actually kind of a homage to the bridge mounting. In fact, when I first saw this piece, I thought that it was just the diamonds on the side somehow reflecting into the center of the stone, but it is not. So as we take a look from the backside here, there are actually diamonds set on the band itself on the very back side of the ring. So that is actually extra diamonds. It is not, you know, an illusion. It's not, oh, you know, diamonds reflecting somehow off the side, but it is actually extra diamonds, as you can see in the backside there. Honestly, don't know how they even did this. So again, hats off to our jewelers for creating such a it's a very tricky design, but very lovely to see. A piece like this started at $29,999. And you guys are smart cookies, you know our Tanzanite prices. We are not going to do this for $29,999. And we're not even going to do it for $19,999. And last you saw it here, it was probably, you know, $11,999. And we are not going to be doing that either. And also because that this is one of the largest, you know, carat weights that we have had in a ring, obviously a main concern would be, yeah, you move your hand and the ring is gonna, you know, just move and twist and turn and just, you know, not sit on your finger. But this is a piece where we actually went ahead, and because of the triple row of diamonds as well, they also play a part in it. The band itself is actually wider than a traditional diamond band. So we did add the extra gold to, you know, accommodate for the heavier Tanzanite on top so that your ring will not twist or turn. But even though it is wider in the back, it is still true to size, so keep that in mind. This is not going to be $11,999. We are going to do this very first caller only for $9,999. And yes, that is before you get your extra 10% off of everything that is shown on today's show. So again, if you have any requests, please get them in. This Tanzanite is just so beautiful. I almost said fascinating. I know I've seen so many Tanzanites at this point, but this stone truly, I mean, you saw it there, that huge red flash there. I mean, red flash is going through the stone as we know it. This is what it looks like on the hand. So again, a rather large piece. If you're just, you know, just found us and you're like, Tanzanites, I'm late to the party, get this one. This is the one, the ultimate 2271 karat emerald cut center stone. Again, don't forget the diamonds either. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, it is truly a impressive stone. And I don't think I got to say this with, you know, everyone here and watching, but I made a bit of a startling discovery a couple weeks ago. I had a Tanzanite ring in my hand. I had an incandescent light source in my other hand. Shone the light onto the Tanzanite, and the Tanzanite just went completely, like, it was just entirely red flashes. So if you have a Tanzanite at home, if you have access to a incandescent light source, definitely give it a try, because I was so surprised. I just had to share it with everyone. And so, yeah, it's a little surprising discovery. I did not know that Tanzanites could do that. And yes, I did try it with other stones. So there was, you know, I tried it with rubies, with emeralds, with other stones. But Tanzanites, it was the only one where it was like, wow, the entire stone was just covered in red flashes. So definitely a more important stone than we probably have realized. So $99.99 on this one. Call me quickly, and we will be moving right along. We did have rubies earlier today, and hopefully you guys like rubies, because I do have yet another ruby ring. I feel like a lot of pieces today. They are rather large on the hand, but again, my hands are not that large. They're rather small, but they still fit perfectly fine. They're not overwhelming to me, so they shouldn't be for you guys. If you guys need any like measurements or anything, I can also do that for you, no problem at all. But let us move along from this Tanzanite. Again, think about it. Have any questions, please ask me, because again, pieces do go after the fact as well. So call me on this one, $99.99, and we are going to move along to this beautiful ruby ring. I know it's like, with how clean those stones are, it's almost like, are you sure they're rubies? Yeah, I'm actually very sure that they're rubies. This is 1120148. This is our beautiful ruby ring, or should I say rubies. This is in the 14K white gold only. All of these stones straight out of the private collection, which is probably the explanation for why, you know, they're all super clean, super bright, super sparkly even. I know those words you never associate with Burma rubies, and here we are saying, wow, look how clean and bright and flashy those rubies are. 481 total weights of all of the rubies set into this piece, and if you've been with me, on Fridays, you know how much I love to complain about, matching stones for earrings and stuff, but could you imagine the poor soul who had to match all of these stones for this one piece? But I'm glad they did, because then one person gets to enjoy all of these super clean, super bright rubies in one ring. A piece like this, honestly, I'm a little bit surprised at the starting price, because the starting price was $49.99, and honestly, there should probably be a number or two in front of that 4, but $49.99, let's just start there. But we're not going to end on $49.99. If you know us, $39.99, $29.99, $1,999. We are not done yet. This is a very interesting take on a split shank as well. It's not quite a split shank, but here we have it. Again, it's very unique. I took a minute just admiring the side of this ring when I first saw it. I was like, huh, that is definitely a very smooth and very sleek way of doing a gold band, which, you know, really complements the rubies, you know, very, you know, I guess smooth, very sleek in a way. So $19.99 is also not going to be your final price. I know at this point it's like maybe I should stop, but I am not going to stop, and we're going to keep on dropping this price down. This is what it looks like from the back side. So it is a larger style ring. It does have its own undergallery, and it's a beautiful, it's almost like, a lot of these pieces remind me of like architecture. So this piece is of no exception. It's almost like the intricate design you would see on the gate into, you know, a house or something, but it's a very floral look too. So very unique design on this one. This is what it looks like from the other side. And this angle, I mean, you're not even looking directly into the stones. My hand is like covering half of the piece and like leaving it in shadow, but I mean, just look at how much glow and how much sparkle and flash it still has. And back to the front we go. This is not going to be $19.99. If you would like to grab it, call us quickly because it is going to be for one caller and one caller only. White gold only on this one, please. And we will make this $1,699. And yes, that is before your extra 10% off. So $16.99 on this entire piece. And I feel like for this one, you really have to see what it looks like on the hand because I think it's more impressive that way. I mean, like, hello. Look at the pure size of this piece. Again, my hands are not exactly that large, but here we have it. It fits perfectly, and it does have its own like mini basket of sorts. So it's not going to, you know, interfere with your hand motions or anything, but here we have it. All of the stones are so beautifully set into this design. Again, a very unique design. If you by chance wanted to, you know, take apart this piece and, you know, set those stones into earrings or, you know, a necklace even, you know, you do you. But here we have it, this entire piece. A lot of stones means a lot of gold to accommodate the stones, and that is exactly what this piece has as well. So $16.99 on this one. Let me know, let me know. Let us go back up close for yet another look at it. And I think it is time, maybe it's time to bring out the largest tennis bracelet in TVON history. So we'll be getting to that shortly. Again, any requests are welcome. Just because it's, you know, almost Thanksgiving does not mean that, you know, you can't, you know, place any requests. You're like, ah, the vaults are probably closed, you know, no requests till after. No, we're still taking requests. So if there's something you want to see, you've been thinking about, you're like, maybe it's time to grab that piece before the sale ends, please do call in and let us know what you are thinking about. That way we can help you as well, you know, own that piece you've been dreaming about. Again, end of the year is here. It's been a long year, you know, treat yourself. Or if you're, you know, still gifting, need some gifting ideas, we do have plenty of pieces in the backside where we can always check and bring out for you. So let me know on this one. Again, I believe the largest flower from earlier today is still hanging out, as is our heart-shaped yellow sapphire, and as well as the designer diamond band that I said could very well function as a thumb ring. So those pieces are still here as far as I'm aware. So I don't have a computer up here. If you want to check with your operators on anything, they will be able to let you know. But we will be moving on in a few short moments to a request that we actually had earlier today. And ever since I got the request, I have been wearing the request all day. So coming up will be a trio of bracelets. Now, it was primarily for the largest, but there were two other bracelets that are now, you know, have come out to play because, you know, size comparison, which is also perfectly fine, no problem at all. So for this next piece, looks like we will have to start with it on the hand shot. So here we have our beautiful trio of bracelets. Now, for the graphics, it will be for the one in the center. That is the one I'm spinning right here. That is going to be 1115192. This is TVON's largest ever diamond tennis bracelet. And currently, the one in the center right here is a 6 3/4 inch. If you wanted to extend it that extra 1/4 inch to a 7-inch, we can do that. Again, price will be a little bit different, but just let your operator know. We can help you out with that. But again, this is for the one in the center. Now, for the 6 3/4 inch bracelet, there are 25 individual stones. Each stone is 5 millimeters, and that of course translates to each stone being exactly 51 points each, perfectly matched. I know round white diamond is like there's nothing to match, but yes, there is still, you know, diamonds, even though white diamonds, round, brilliant cuts. The cutting of those stones are still ever so slightly different, so each single stone, and even the 2 bracelets on either side, are, you know, all the stones are perfectly matched. So this, again, $1,275 total weight, supposed to be $79,999. No longer going to be, and here I'll isolate one of them for you so you can see the size comparison. But this one, you know, I've had it recently, I believe on the past Friday. It is here today. And for this length in particular, it is going to be $32,999. And I actually did some extra measuring. So the stones included with the basket, so there's a little bit of gold that surrounds the overall, the overall stone. That combined, so basically the millimeter of the entire piece, 7 millimeters. So that's the 5 millimeter stone plus a millimeter extra either side to complete this entire look. So this one, 7 millimeters. Now the one right here, the one closest to the outside of my hand, this is our 376 bracelet. So again, these two are only here for size comparisons, but this one is our 376, and this one, the outside millimeter measurement is 4 millimeters, so that is the stone with the basket. So again, 4 millimeters, 7 millimeters, and the one over here is the 5 carat 20. This one is 5 millimeters with the stone with the basket. So here we have all 3 as a size comparison. Honestly, I had all 3 of these bracelets on at the same time ever since I got the request a couple hours ago. And the longer I look at it, the more the largest one seems like the appropriate, like normal size to me, which is really ironic. The more I look at it, it's almost like the 3 carat is like teeny tiny. The 5 carat is like, okay, it's like a nice medium size, but the largest diamond weight up here, the middle one right here, to me, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm looking at it too much, but to me it's like the one in the middle is the perfect size to have in a tennis bracelet. I feel like tennis bracelets, unless the stones, like the individual stones are like, you know, like 10 carats or anything, at that point, you know, it gets a little bit too large, but half a carat each, I think it is the perfect size. Still wearable, it's not overwhelming at all, and honestly, I just love how much brilliance it has, how much sparkle it has, and I can also show you the closure, so let me just spin it. So here we have, it's our standard closure that we see on our bracelet, so there is a button right here, you just push it, and then the latch will unlatch in a way, and then you also have your double figure 8 safeties on either side. So it is standard for all of our bracelets that we have up here. So again, the design is uniform. There's not gonna be like, you know, a random spacing of gold to be like, hey, here's a clasp, and hey, you know what, your bracelet is upside down. Even if you clasp it on either side, the design is completely uniform. You won't be able to see, obviously you'll still be able to see it, but it won't be so distracting. So call me on this one. Again, the one in the center is $32,999. If you wanted to extend it to a 7-inch, we can do so, but it'll be a little bit extra. Just talk to your operators on that one, but let me know on these. And let us go back to our ruby ring that we have on the wheel. So call me on the bracelets, and we will go back to our ruby ring that is here. I don't know if several pieces have gone yet or if you have any requests come in, but call me on the bracelets. And yes, I know, Miss S, it's like, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, you know what, the 12 carat is like, should be the normal size for a tennis bracelet, but here we have it. It's the largest in TVON history. So let me know on that one. And moving right along, I do have, I don't think this piece should be here, and I've been saying that for basically every other piece so far, but I really do not think that this piece should be here because of one reason, and that reason is Paraiba. Yeah, you heard that. Paraíba is here. I feel like it shouldn't be here, but here it is. You know, the current prices of Paraíbas, they've gone up, to put it mildly. But let us move on to our Paraíba. So call me on this one, $16.99 for this huge ruby ring, rubies. And we will be moving along to 111-4490. I'm gonna figure out a way to hold this so it doesn't move. We just had a really large ring up there, and then enter Paraíba pendant, and there is no zoom adjustment needed. This is 111-4490, white gold only on this one, please. And when you see what I'm doing with the price, you'll be like, huh, that makes sense, because a piece like this started at $89.99. And if you know where Paraíbas have been recently in terms of prices, they really should have, you know, taken this part in the back, either taken it apart, you know, put this stone into a ring, sell it for $89.99, or just, you know, sorry, the price is now, you know, double, triple this price. But here we have it, $89.99 is unfortunately the starting price. Unfortunate for us, fortunate for one person out there. 32-point pear-shaped center stone, again, as clean as can be. Again, another stone that is naturally super included, but as you can see here, as clean as neon and as bright as can be. And in a piece like this, we must never forget that there's also 247 total weight of diamonds. I mean, you know, right now it's like, oh yeah, it's just a flower pendant. You know, how many diamonds can there be? How big can that center stone be? Over 2 carats. So once you see it against the hand, against the neckline, you will definitely be able to see the size of this piece. But this is not going to be $89.99. And I feel like I really should not be dropping this price, but it is here. It is for one person only. We are not even going to do it for $4,999. Again, if you like this pendant, if you even remotely like it, and maybe you're like, you know what, it might be out of my price range, but you know, stay with me, because it is not going to be $49.99 or even $3,999 or $38.88 or $37.77. Now keep in mind the price is dropping, but guess what's not dropping? The diamond weight, the clarity of the Paraíba, the color of the Paraíba, nothing is changing. We're not, you know, taking out, you know, one diamond at a time, being like, sorry, you can't have that, sorry, you can't have that, sorry, you can't have that. You're still getting this entire piece, and it's not even going to be $3,699. Only one caller can grab this piece because, again, truly this feels like this was a big mistake. This should definitely not be here, but $36.99 is also not going to be your final price. We will make this for one caller, and truly one caller only, $3,599. Now, I'm not a person who is good at math, but I did some calculations for you before the show started. I had someone check my work. But $35.99 is the final price of this piece. And after you take off your 10%, that is $32.39 and 10 cents. And if you take a look at that diamond weight, and if we factor in that diamond weight, you know, if we take that $32.39 and 10 cents and subtract $24.70, which would be, you know, the diamonds if they were 1,000 a carat, we would end up with $769.10 for the Paraíba alone. And guess what I didn't factor in? All of the gold that is present in this piece, and of course the workmanship that it takes to set every single individual stone in this piece. So you can't even get now imagine if we were to count that as well, but I just, you know, went ahead and did not count, you know, the gold weight and the workmanship and all the labor that was put into this piece. So if we just ignored all of that, which keep in mind without that this wouldn't be possible, the Paraíba itself would be $769.10. In today's day and age, you cannot get a Paraíba of that carat weight, of that size, color, and clarity for, you know, a little under $800. So call me on this one. $35.99 has to stay like it is in the white gold truly because of the price that we are doing. This is what it looks like against the hand. Again, it is a rather large pendant. Even from this distance away, you can still see the Paraíba nestled in the middle of this beautiful, fabulous rose design. Again, screams designer is designer. Paraíba is just the cherry on top, truly. $35.99, one color only. This is what it looks like on the neckline. So here we have it. Again, whatever you're wearing, you'll see those diamonds and you'll see that beautiful 32-point Paraiba just sitting in the center there, white gold only. Again, you only see, you know, diamonds and even more diamonds, and also the 32-point Paraiba in the center there. But here we have it, $35.99, only one color. Again, even this design, I mean, because of how much work it takes to even just make the mounting itself, I would really not be surprised if they just, you know, this is the last chance you ever get this rose design in a pendant. This is it. This is all. $35.99. Let us go back up close. Again, this is for one color and one color only. This is truly, I think it's, honestly, I think it's a mistake, but here we have it. $35.99 for this fabulous Paraiba pendant, floral design, and maybe we're getting some requests here, maybe. So we will find out, but again, our 22 karat Tanzanite is still here. Our fabulous cluster style rubies, all private collection rubies are still here as well. You know, if you're, you know, I always say this, but I'm usually really picky with what I see because I've been spoiled with all the good stuff. So if there's any like rubies, Paraibas, even emeralds that I see that I don't like, if it doesn't catch my eye, I just will not, you know, first of all, I won't even look at it again, and it definitely will not end up in a piece, and you guys will definitely not be seeing it, but call me on this one, call me on anything that is still here. Again, I believe several of our pieces are still remaining, but you'll have to call to find out, and let me know on this one. Again, that's a lot of gold on the backside there. Again, it's like, you can't set, you know, 247 of diamonds in a thin sheet of gold because then the diamonds will probably fall out. You know, you'll wear the pendant, you accidentally, you know, brush your hand against the pendant, and if it were a thin sheet of gold, the entire piece would just warp. So a lot of gold keeps this piece, you know, well constructed. So $35.99 on this one. Next up, we actually have a star sapphire in a pendant. So let me also set this one down so you can see what it looks like from the side perspective as well. Again, it is so designer. It has so much dimension to it. It's not, you know, just, you know, a sheet of gold and then people, you know, draw some lines on it. I'm like, look, it's a flower, guys. This is entirely built like a real life flower, like a real life rose. And if you've seen a rose in real life, which I hope you have, you know how many layers go into each individual petal. So, I mean, just take a look, grab it before it is gone, and this piece will go. Again, you heard my calculations earlier. I had someone double check my math, and unfortunately, my math is correct. So call me on this one. We will be moving along into our star sapphire in a pendant. So let me know on this one. Looks like we might be verifying it on it as we speak. Here we have 1121885. Yes, thank you very much. The pendant is gone. Congratulations. Enjoy it, please. I know management probably won't be enjoying the price that I sold it at, but shh, don't tell them. But this one here is our star sapphire in a pendant. Yes, I know right now it looks like there are 2 stars on it, but that is because we have 2 rather intense light sources trained onto this single stone. This stone being a 307 oval, cabochon cut, as are all of our star sapphires, and also 13 points of the diamonds. Now keep in mind, the diamonds on this one, they are not huge. They are a nicely sized stone so that you can actually, you know, see the diamonds, that they accent the shape of the overall piece, but they're not huge stones. If you want something with like huge diamond weight, we'll have to definitely make something. As far as I know, we don't have anything, but this one does have to stay like it is in the white gold. If you like it, please call in quickly. Again, our lines are locked, so there might be some wait time. A piece like this started at $19.99, which honestly, again, a lot of these prices, it's like, why are we still dropping them? If not, like, you know, there's definitely something very wrong with the pricings here, but $19.99, this is not going to be. If we have someone on the line thinking about it, hopefully we do. This piece will be for one caller and one caller only. We will make it, I know I'm stalling right now, I really don't want to say this, but if you like this pendant, we will make it $999 to the very first caller. Again, white gold only on this one, please. This is what it looks like from the back side. Again, it is completely finished, has its own little under gallery of sorts. A beautiful pendant, $999 on this one. This is what it looks like against the hand. Again, bracelet, I believe it's still here. If you have any questions on that, I know it's not a small piece. It is our largest tennis bracelet in TVON history, so call me on that one. But here we have it, our unheated star sapphire in a pendant for $999. This is also what it looks like against the neckline. So here we have it. Also have a star still shining as clearly and as brightly as possible from this angle as well. So a beautiful blue color. I wouldn't necessarily call it, you know, a true blue star sapphire, but I do have one that is a larger stone in a ring later on. But as far as pendants goes, this is the one that we have. Again, it does have 13 points of diamonds, but again, keep in mind that the diamonds itself are not overly large. They are just there to have enough of a presence to, you know, finish and complete the overall look of the piece. So this one is here for $999. Let us go back up close and we will take one more look at this fabulous pendant. Again, one of a kind. Once it is gone, it is gone. It has 2 stars on it right now because of the 2 light sources again. So call me on this one if you would like. Again, I don't remember anything else off the top of my head. So this is all we have in terms of pendants, in terms of star sapphires of this color. So let me know. And next up, I know I'm sorry, it's like the first hour and I've been bringing out all of the museum pieces, all of the big boys, but please bear with me one more because I truly believe that this one will go today because it is our largest Russian Demonoid in a ring. And yep, you guessed it. It's got yet another discount. So you know the piece. It is coming up next, so we will be getting to that in a few short moments. This one might be verifying as we speak. Next up, we have 1119962, and yes, this is the one. This is the only. This is a stone that has been on my shopping list that I have for our stone representatives. Whenever they have that major trade show, I'm like, please, any 2 carat plus Demonoids, Russian Demonoids, please, you know, requests are still sitting there. You know, we want huge Russian Demonoids. But this is the one. This is the only. I know it's like 3 points shy of being a 2 carat, but truly right now, I mean, 2 carat Demonoids have been on my list for a couple months at this point, and we are no closer to getting any. So if you are one of them, one of the requesters who've been looking for, you know, a large Russian Demonoid in a ring to, you know, finish off that collection, this is the one. And you know and love this bridge mounting as well. It's got that double halo of yellow diamonds finished with its own white diamond halo, and the same theme goes for the actual bridge part of this mounting itself. Because it's such a large and important stone, 18K white and yellow gold has to stay like that in the 2-tone gold. So thank you for understanding. But this is our 197 center stone, horsetail inclusions included, because without it, you should be a little bit wary, like, is this actually a real stone? Or, you know, like, it's almost like Tanzanites to red flashes as Russian Demonoids to horsetail inclusions. I think that is the best way of putting it. I mean, if you just take a look at it under a loupe as well, it's super interesting to look at, really fascinating. And 52 points of the yellow diamonds. So again, an important stone, an important mounting for an important collector out there. If you've been thinking about one, this is the one to own, the one to get, the one to finish off your collection with. 95 points total weight of the white diamonds. So again, a lot of diamond weight there. This piece started at $19,999. And again, we really shouldn't be dropping the price, but I said it earlier, this one was again discounted. Really shouldn't be, but here we are. So let's get started. Let's save you $10,000, make that $99.99. And you're like, hey, wait, that wasn't the price that was, you know, that we remember. And you're right, it wasn't. So let's get to that price. And if you remember what that price was, it was $88.88. That price has been slashed with a Sharpie. And there is a new price tag written next to that $88.88 was price. And this handwriting is also different, so I don't know who gave it this extra discount, but we are going to go with it. And this is definitely a special surprise for one of you out there. So if you've had your eye on this piece, been thinking about it, well, luckily, in addition to the extra discount that I'm about to do, you also get that 10% off. So lucky for you. And $88.88, it is not going to be. This is what it looks like from the side. So if you're new to our bridge mountings, the double row of diamonds go through and underneath the entirety of this piece. You can see the lovely layering of the diamond halos leading into the center stone. This is what the piece looks like from the back side. So again, wider band throughout. It does taper nicely, is true to size. This is what it looks like from the other side as well. So again, I mean, Demonoids slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite stones, one of my absolute favorites, just because of, well, the horsetail inclusions, but also because of all of, like, it's so neon. It is such a neon stone, and it is just, there's something about the stone, I just love it. And I'm also loving the new price. $88.88, it no longer is one person and one person only, one collector. We will do this piece for $8,699 to the very first caller. And yes, I was like, you know what? The last math class that I took was in high school. Let's bring out the calculator. Let's calculate it for you. $86.99 is the final price, but it's also not, because you do get that 10% off, which means that this piece at checkout will be $78.29.10. So we're going under $8,000 for this piece. You got to call in quickly. Let's try this on the hand as well. So sorry, Tony. But let's try this one on the hand as well, because this is, yes, also one of the largest bridge mountings that we do. Again, this is one of the largest bridge mountings in terms of diamond weight. It has white and yellow diamonds, and of course that 197 Russian Demonoid sitting in the center there. This is what it looks like from the side. So even though it is a bridge mounting, it is not high off the hand at all. I think it's perfectly wearable if you were to, choose to wear it maybe every single day if you love Demonoids. But here we have it, $86.99. I mean, just look at the size of that stone. Like, definitely the triple halo does help with, accentuating the presence of the stone. But just look at it. I mean, it's just such a large stone. It is the largest that we have in our inventory. I do not expect to get another stone of this size anytime soon. And if we do get another stone of this size in the close to 2 carat or 2 carat plus range, it is definitely, absolutely not going to be this price at all. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if, you saw that $86.99, but add a 1 in the front of that. So call me on this one. Again, this is the largest we have. This is the one, the only. Once this is gone, this is gone. Again, I try my best, with the stone representatives. Once there is a trade show coming up, I'm like, please, I have these priority requests. But, we always come back empty-handed. So call me on this one, $86.99. Let us go back up close one more time. And I believe someone is verifying on this one as we speak, so let me know. Again, that is just such a beautiful stone, and that one has to go. Again, pieces have been going after the fact, so yeah. So if you're thinking about something, please think about it. Have any questions, please ask. We're all here to help you answer any questions you might have, but pieces do go. So thank you so much for joining me. It's been a very fast first hour. 2 more hours to go. And thank you so much for joining me. I know I'm usually not here on Wednesdays, but I am here today. I'm here tomorrow. I'm also here on Fridays, if you're not aware. We do have Friday shows online only. So if you have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to ask. It's a lot of fun there, very relaxing, very chill. So thank you so much for joining me. If you are on the go, please stay safe, have fun. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. I definitely forgot to mention these because they are just so comfortable, but in my ears, on either side, we have over 4 carats of diamonds. These earrings, I was a little bit afraid of. I always admire them from afar, but today was the day where I was like, you know what? I'm going to try them on. And I've had them on for the entire day. My earlobes are rather sensitive. Only got them pierced like 2 years ago. And even some of the smaller earrings that I own, my ears will be like screaming at the end of like maybe 2 hours. But these I have had on for several hours at this point. I forgot to mention these at the beginning of the show because of how comfortable they are, but These are also coming up, and again, any request you might have, anything that is still left over from the first hour, again, I did move very quickly, so call us if you rewind, see anything you like. Heart shape, unheated, vivid, yellow sapphire, certified. Just saying, still here, last I checked. But yeah, let's get back to our Russian Demonoid. Again, this is the largest. This is the largest to own. Diamond earrings are coming up. Again, I was a little bit, I've always loved how they looked, but today was a day where I was like, you know what could go wrong? My earlobe could fall off, I guess, but here they are, super comfortable earrings, so designer. I mean, so many pieces here are definitely so designer, but the earrings that I'm wearing, definitely one of them. And I also forgot to mention, but tennis necklace. I do have a brand new style. It is a alternating style. I don't believe we've had it before, and it is here today. However, I only have one of each length, all in the white gold, so we will be getting to that in maybe the last hour. So if maybe that's something you're thinking about, would like to see a little bit earlier, no problem at all. Again, anything that I'm reading out loud that you're like, you know what, I might go to bed soon, I would like to see it now, no problem. I can definitely, bump it up in the schedule. Again, what you guys want to see, I will be more than happy to show it. So let us move right along. Again, the ruby clusters, I believe, is also still here. Our 1 carat Marilani mint set east to west in that wide band style for only $12.99 is also still here. So, Star Sapphire pendant, I believe, is also still hanging out. Again, we have a lot of rings. I actually do have another ring today. So be looking forward to that. But so far, several pieces still left over. Again, I don't expect many of these pieces to stay to the very end of the show. So stay tuned, stay tuned. Now that I look at it, I happen to have a lot of rubies planned for the day. So if you're not a ruby fan, you want to see something else, again, just call me, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to have someone run in the back, check what we have, and bring it out. But next up, we do have a black opal ring. And if you know me, you know I love my black opals, this being one of them. Here we have 112-2189. Again, call me on the Demonoid. It is the largest and, again, collector's material. But here we have our black opal in a ring. 18K yellow gold on this one. I just love how all of the stones of this one are just set. The opal being bezel set. The diamond you see there, burnished into the band. In fact, I guess the diamond is free because there is no diamond weight anywhere. So, a free diamond. Who wants a free diamond? 7mm round. Looks a little bit like a roval on this one, but 7mm measurement on the black opal itself. 18K yellow gold only. I just love how this piece is done. The gold on this side, it has a bit of a textured finish, so it does have a little bit of a matte finish. Meanwhile, everything else is that mirrored finished 18K yellow gold that we know and love. A piece like this started at $39.99, which, considering what this black opal looks like, I say, you know what, $39.99 is an appropriate price tag for a piece like this. This is what the piece looks like from the side. So again, there is so much gold in this piece. I mean, I'm happy about it. Someone will definitely get to own this piece, but considering the amount of gold that is in this ring, I mean, even right there, there's just a free ball of gold. And not sure if it contributes to the overall design of this piece, but I mean, gold is gold, right? $39.99 is not going to be your price on this one. Save you some money here and make this maybe $19.99. Again, doing some severe price drops here. But $19.99, we are also not done. And if we were to take off yet another $1,000 off of that price and make it $999, that's great. But we are not done yet. If you love this piece, again, this is what it looks like on the hand. Got a little bit of an asymmetrical design to it. So here we have it. You can wear it either or. It just has to stay in the yellow gold. But here we have it, that dark blue base black opal with those bright green flashes of color throughout. And of course, that free diamond on the side there. This piece, is not $999. This is what it looks like from the side. Again, asymmetrical design. Let me actually flip it around so you can see what it looks like the other way around. So in case you wanted to wear it several which ways, if, you know, maybe I could potentially seeing maybe this ring being stacked with another on either side. So would be an interesting concept to play around with. Again, jewelry, I believe that, you know, have fun with it, you know, play with it, stack it with other pieces. You never know until you try. Like, what you imagine in your mind is definitely going to be different from what you see IRL in person. And this is a piece that is of no exception, but $999 is also not going to be your final price. Let us go back up close. One more look at this one. And very first caller can grab it. Again, super designer. So much gold in this piece, a surprising amount of gold, in fact. We will make this one $949 to the very first caller. Again, 18K yellow gold only. If you wanted to, you know, get this piece, take it apart, you know, save the stones for yourself. Again, free diamond. Who doesn't want a free diamond? And just melt down all of that gold and, I don't know, do something with it. That is totally up to you. But this entire piece is $949 for one caller only. Again, black opals are all individually unique. There are no two black opals exactly the same. You know, we can definitely find two that are similar, you know, for earrings and such, but, you know, to find two stones that are exactly the same, that is never going to happen, and I can say that with 100% certainty. So call me on this one, $949 on this one. I also have a violin pendant. I'm sure you remember that one. It's actually a pendant, so a pin and a pendant. That one is here today as well for all my music lovers. If you want a multicolor sapphire by the yard style with marquise stones, I'm sure you know the one I'm talking about. I do have last call on that one. So yellow gold only on the sapphires by the yard. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. I also have a very interesting cameo today. It does have a lot of pearls with it, but the price probably did not factor in those pearls. So we will be showing that later on as well. Again, any requests are welcome. If you're not, you know, if you're on the go today, no problem. If you want to have a request ready for tomorrow. Again, very rarely, but tomorrow during the daytime, we will not be here. So if you have a request and would like to see it tomorrow or even Friday or even the weekend, no problem at all. Just call us. You know, we're here for until a little bit after the show, after which we will be here only during the show time on Thursday. That is tomorrow. So get in your requests if you have any. Tanzanite is still here, our 2271 emerald cut with that wide band of gold and diamonds, so call me on that one as well. And several pieces have gone. Largest Russian Demonoid still hanging out as we speak. And I don't know if I should do this, but I know we just kind of briefly left the museum, but would it be okay if we took yet another visit to the museum? Because I have two yellow diamonds here today, and they are both over 2 carats, and they somehow have both ended up at the same price. So truly, it is up to you, whichever one you like. However, they both have pink diamonds with them, and only one of them is GIA certified, so keep that in mind. And with that, I guess we will be going back to the museum. So call me on this one, $949. But here is the first of the two. You know this ring. You probably love this ring. And option number 2 is going to be on this side right here. You're just getting a little peek at it right now. But let us pull up the graphics for the one with the halo of diamonds around it. That is 1117971. This is a great example. As you can see, the one on the side, comparing the center stone colors, this one is definitely more of a deeper color. I almost wouldn't call it more saturated. It definitely has more of a deeper golden hue to the center stone itself. So this is again, personal preference. Maybe you already have one that is very similar to this color. Maybe you're intrigued by this one, would like to, you know, get it at home and see what it's all about for yourself in person. But this one, and they're both actually 18K gold. And white, yellow, and rose gold for both of them too. So no choice of gold color because you got all three. However, this one is the one that is not certified. This is our 241 center stone. I know it's calling it an emerald cut, but this is more like almost like a radiant / cushion cut, as you can see from, you know, the cutting of the stone. And it is a VS stone as well. 24 points total weight of the pear-shaped pink diamonds. Again, pink diamonds. One of the more difficult stones to even match. So the fact that we have 2 in a ring and 2 in 2 rings is, again, it's a feat. It's a miracle. And this one actually also has 58 points of the white diamonds. So you got your halo of the diamonds kind of broken up with the 2 pear-shaped pinks. Honestly, you know what I'm gonna say? They look a little bit purple to me. So they're called pinks, but you know, our eyes do not deceive me. They definitely do look a little bit more purple. And this piece started at $59,999, and it's not going to be $59,999. This is what it looks like from this side. So again, beautiful bezel prong set for the center stone, and loving how it's, again, almost like a take on a 3-stone style mixed with a single halo design. This is what it looks like from the back side. So again, beautifully constructed, beautifully built ring. And this is also what it looks like from the other side as well. It's got a bit of a mini basket, so again, not high off the hand at all. $59,999. It is not going to be your final price. And very rarely do we get the jewelry bags up here, you know, graffitied all over. But this is definitely one of those pieces. Took me a hot second to, you know, find the final price, but don't worry, after, you know, a couple minutes of searching, I finally found it. I hope it's right. And we are just going to go with it because this piece is not even going to be $39,999 or even $29,999, or you know it, $19,999. Again, one of a kind on both of these. Once they are gone, they are gone. Our 2-carat plusers have been flying out. Again, prices of everything are basically rising. It's not like we can't get, you know, any more 2-carat yellow diamonds. We could, but guess what's going to be different? Yeah, the price. So this is last call on either of these, $19,999. It is not going to be either. This is what this one looks like on the hand. So here we have it, a beautiful look at it from a distance away. Again, just looking at how that cushion cut center stone just sparkles so well. And again, this is more of a deeper golden hue. Again, still primarily yellow. I'm not seeing any, you know, oranges or browns or greens in this stone. It is that beautiful golden, that deep golden hue on this stone. $19,999. It is not going to be. This is what it looks like from the side. So you can see there the basket. You see the stone is, or the design itself is just slightly elevated, not so high off the hand. It's so comfortable to wear, almost large enough to have kind of a shield-like design to it. And that price you see up there is not going to be your final price. And this is kind of a little spoiler for the price of this one, because I said these 2 pieces are going to be the same price. So ultimately it is your choice of whichever one you like more. So again, call in quickly and get first dibs on your favorite, because $19,999 it is not going to be. And we are going to do quite of a drastic price drop, and we are going to make this one $13,999, your choice of. So again, this is the first of the 2. This is not certified. However, just look and admire at the deep golden hues of that center stone. It is a VS stone through and through. And this one is $13,999. Now that leads us into our second of the 2, which is this one right here. This one, you already know the price at this point, but this one right here is $111,8303. Now this one is GIA certified. This one actually is 10 points more than the one we just had. So I'll just move this little guy aside for the time being. But here we have a true 3-stone style ring. This is 18K white, yellow, and rose gold combined into one ring. So again, there is no option to make in terms of gold color. This is our 251, so just a little bit larger than the other one in terms of the carat weight. And this one is listed as a WXSI1. So but because it is a cushion cut, any inclusions you might see is, it's so, I don't want to say like confidently, but it's beautifully and so smartly almost covered in a way with the way the stone is cut, because if you were to get an SI stone and it were an emerald cut, you would see those inclusions from a mile away. But because of how, the cushion cut works, any inclusions you might, have in a stone, you're going to have to look really hard to actually find those inclusions. So just keep that in mind. Just because it's an SI1 stone does not mean that, you'll see huge inclusions, right there staring you in the face. They're going to be there, yes, but are they going to be noticeable? No, absolutely not. And pear-shaped pink diamonds, again, at this point in time, very hard to match. If these pieces do not go, I would not be surprised if, we took these pieces apart, set the center stone in some other mounting and just take those pear-shaped pinks and, do something else with them. But this one is also going to be $13,999. This one also is GIA certified. So if you've been looking for one of the larger yellow diamonds that we have in inventory, this is your two options. This is also the certificate for the one on the screen right now. But here we have a 251 karat WXSI1. And here you have a mapping of your inclusions. Again, this is super magnified under a loop. So if you don't see anything, you're not going to see anything unless you get it under intense magnification to really look for the inclusions. Again, if this was a different cutting like emerald cut, again, you would see it from a mile away. But here we have it. This is the GIA cert that comes with the ring that is on the screen right now. So $13,999, ultimately your choice of. I will be able to bring up both of these pieces again. So again, truly, it is your choice of. Would have never expected either of these pieces to be here today, but here we have it, both yellow diamonds. And the one on the right, again, VS stone on that one. It's got a little bit more diamonds to to accentuate for that center stone. But here we have it, our two options, your choice of $13,999. Once these pieces are gone, they are gone. And honestly, if you were to miss out on either of these pieces and you were to ask one day, be like, hey, that yellow diamond piece you had a while ago, can you maybe remake something similar for me? Like maybe the yellow diamond doesn't have to be a 241 or 251, but I just really like the style. I can say with a very high percentage of certainty that we are not going to be able to recreate these mountings because of the one aspect that they both share, and those are the pear-shaped pink diamonds. Pear-shaped pink diamonds, pink diamonds, period. It's like, are we gonna have any more in the future? Who knows? Again, prices of everything are going up. We could get pink diamonds, but are they going to be the price that we are happy with, that you are going to be happy with? Absolutely not. So this is it. This is all pink diamonds, yellow diamonds, white diamonds for one of them. All perfectly pre-made and ready for two people, unless you are a collector and you're like, that's a very interesting hue of, yellow diamond on the right side there. Want to pick it up? No problem at all. Again, $13,999, your choice of. I did not try either of these on, or I tried on the other one, but let me try on this one by itself for now. So here is what the other true three-stone style looks like on the hand. So again, just gotta love diamonds, right? I mean, just look at that. So this is the one that is GIA certified. So if you need another look at the certification, let me know. Let me also try on the other one so you can have a side-by-side comparison from a distance away. So again, price is up there, your choice of. And if you were interested or don't want to do any calculations, after your 10% off, yes, these two pieces still get 10% off each. That would be $12,599.10. So keep that in mind as well as we go back up close, take one last look at both of these pieces. And again, think about it. If you have any questions, please ask me. Again, I know these are not teeny tiny little pieces. These pieces have been here for a while. It is time to get them to their loving forever homes. Again, really got to move inventory here to make space for the new. Again, New Year's is coming up sooner than we know it. So again, take your screenshots, take your pictures, however you do that, and think about it, ask any questions you might have, and please let me know if you have or if you want to pick up either of these, or again, not limiting you to, you know, only one yellow diamond per cart, but if you wanted to pick up both of these, by all means, please do. Again, these are both very similar yet very different in their own little ways, so let me know on either of these. The ruby, not the ruby, the black opal for $9.49 I believe is still hanging out, and I think that diamond band for $599 is also still here, so might be a little bit concerning. But next up, since we are on the topic of diamonds, next up we have something that is not a diamond. We actually had this piece not too long ago, so I'm glad that it is back for another look and on a sales show nonetheless. So let me know on either of these yellow diamonds. Again, these are both 2 carat plusers. One of them is a 251, the other is a 241. So truly it is up to you, whichever color you like, whichever style you like, both of them very similar. It comes down to what you are looking for in terms of getting the one, the only yellow diamond. So let me know on either of these. And we will be moving right along to this fabulous piece here today. Yeah, I know. Looks like it could be a huge pink diamond, but it is not. This is 1114544. This is, again, not a pink diamond. However, it does have pink diamond accents, as you can see running down the entirety of the bail there. This is our 323 round Portuguese cut pink morganite private collection. This is yet another stone that has been wildly popular with the audience here at TVON, and I'm glad that we have one in a pendant, as we've had more than enough rings for everyone, but well, not for everyone, for at least a couple of you guys out there. But if you are one of those lucky few who already has a ring or picked up a ring recently, you're looking for a pendant. I do happen to have the one here. Does have to stay like it is in the 14K rose gold, 323 round center stone, 18 points of pink diamonds just set from the top to the bottom of that really elongated look there. And this piece was supposed to be $19.99. If you're here with me all those recent weeks ago, you'll know that this piece is not $19.99. And let us just make this quick, one color only out there. Save you an instant $1,000 and make this one $999. And yes, again, you do get that 10% off. So $9.99 on this one. This is what it looks like from the back side. Again, a lot of gold on this as well. It is in the rose gold. I think, you know, having pink diamonds and a pink morganite as your main stone, I think being in the rose gold is the perfect overall look to really combine everything into one like rosy pendant. This is what it looks like against the hand. So again, it is definitely a longer style pendant. It's definitely a very unique look. For one person only, $999. This is also what it looks like against the neckline. So here's yet another look at it. Again, all of those pink diamonds just running down the entirety of the pendant itself. And then at the very end, you get that 323 private collection diamond pink morganite. So call me on this one, $9.99 rose gold only. And let us go back up close and take another look at this. Again, it is all rose gold, but it is absolutely not overwhelming. You know, sometimes people don't really go to rose gold as their first choice, and I understand that, but you know, this isn't overwhelmingly rose gold. It's not like you look at it and it's just this super saturated metal color and you're like, oh, I don't want to wear that. Kind of gives me the ick. This is that perfect, it's not exactly pastel-y either. It's like the perfect 50-50 of that rose gold. In fact, a lot of our ladies have, you know, tried out the rose gold, whether it's, you know, diamonds by the yard or like diamond studs, even bezel set studs or even diamond hoops. And they're like, you know what? I'm really loving your rose gold, and then they come back and get one of each, you know, diamond piece in the rose gold. So it's definitely a like a secret favorite almost. It's almost like rose gold is like the secret favorite on the menu. But this is here at $999, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody! It's almost Thanksgiving, so let me know on this one. $999. Got a I got a very designer piece coming up. I'll say one word, that is peacock. So, you know the piece I'm talking about, that one is back. And for some reason there is a chain in this bag, so not sure if that means that the chain comes with, but the last time I had this pendant, there certainly was not a chain. So, we'll see what that means. But Coming up next, have yet another designer piece. Let me know on this pink Morganite pendant, and again, any other piece we've had so far. But coming up next, we do have 1122041. And I will 100% have to zoom back on this one, but here we have it. Gotta do a lot of zooming back on this because it is such a huge piece, as you can see right there. Yeah, so here's a chain. Usually, I'm not sure what this chain means, but it'll definitely be more helpful in terms of, you know, displaying certain pieces. But here we have it, 18K yellow gold on this piece. Thank you very much. Morganite pendant looks like it is gone, so thank you very much on that one. This is a spectacular piece, 18K yellow gold, yes, but you see so many pear-shaped black opals in this piece. I mean, yes, they're not exactly the same, but that is the beauty of black opals. I mean, just having every single stone be just ever so slightly different, but still very similar in terms of being that dark blue base color with those neon green flashes, very similar to the ring that we still had, that is still here from earlier. And a carat 59 of the blue and yellow sapphires combined. So in the body of the bird, we do have the blue sapphires. And if you're wondering, I don't see any yellow sapphires. If you look at the rounded ends of the pear-shaped opals, you will see there are some fairly vivid yellow stones there. That is where your yellow sapphires are. And of course, we can't forget 58 points of the sapphire, you know, connecting the body of the bird into the beautiful tail feathers. We do have a double row of sapphirites, 58 points exactly. And this piece, honestly, again, I'm very surprised at the starting price because this started at $9,999. Again, I'm fairly certain there maybe should be a 1 in front of that, but I don't see it, so let's just go with it. And I feel like there's a problem. If, you know, we're starting at $99.99 and, you know, we're discounting it based off of that, maybe there is, you know, a number missing, but we're just going to go with it. $99.99, this is not going to be. Again, this is a rather large piece. However, you know, I had someone, you know, put this on me and I, you know, stood in front of a mirror and I was like, you know what? I am not a, you know, my frame, my physical frame is rather small. This is a rather large pendant, but it absolutely does not look large on me. It's not overwhelming. You'll definitely see it. Everyone will definitely be like, oh, what is that on your neckline? I need to see that up close. But it's not so overwhelming. It's that one piece that you will love and cherish for years to come. And I want to help you own this piece, so we're not going to make this $99.99. And we're going to make this quick. $5,999 is also not going to be your final price. This is what it looks like against the neckline. So keep in mind that this is a pin and a pendant. And this is how the pin will probably sit if you were to wear it as a pin. But we're just gonna go and take it over to the neckline because thankfully we have a chain. And because we have a chain, we really get to see how it's going to sit properly on your neckline, because I saw this piece, you know, without the chain, and I was like, I actually don't know how this piece is going to look, you know, as a pendant. But here we have it, the beautiful curvature of it. It's not going to sit, you know, like east-west on your neckline and like sit kind of awkwardly. It is such a beautiful overall shape, almost like a yin-yang shape is what I'm thinking about, but just the way that the tail feathers curve into that beautiful like circular shape. It is such a fabulous piece, and it is not going to be $5,999. Honestly, I don't know who put this chain, you know, with the pendant, but I am so glad they did, because then you truly get to see what it'll look like when you are wearing it on your neckline. And again, it is a large piece, but not overwhelmingly large to the point where you feel like, you know, a little awkward or even embarrassed to wear it. This is a piece that you will wear, you will love, and you will want to show off, and absolutely everyone will notice it. And $59.99, we are not done yet. Let us go back up close and take one more look at it, one more price drop, because this is for one caller only. If you have been thinking about this piece, I know it's not a piece that you expect to see every day, but I am so glad it is here, and I'm so glad that it has one more markdown, because this is going to be $4,999 for one collar and one collar only. And honestly, if you collect, critter jewelry or even bird jewelry, we have a few bird pieces here, but this is the ultimate piece to have in your collection. If you are a collector of fun and unique and whimsical pieces, this is definitely one to have. $49.99, one collar only on this one. Again, once it is gone for good. Do not expect us to even be able to even replicate this or even, whatever, but I don't even know if we can even find that many black opals for a piece like this again. So call me on this one, $49.99 before your 10% off, and grab this one before it is gone. So call me on this. Oh, I don't think I even showed you what the backside looked like, but here's the backside of the piece again. So a lot of stones means a lot of gold. So also keep that in mind, because I know we typically don't do gold weights, but I feel like we should start to because of pieces like this where it's like, oh, that is definitely a piece that you will never forget. So call me on this one. Our two yellow diamonds, I believe, are still hanging out, as is our Russian Demonoid, the largest we have left in our inventory. In the meantime, this one is still here, a fabulous piece. And what should I show next? I do have one gents ring. It is a Colombian emerald in a band, of course. But the thing about this band is that there are no diamonds on it. And if you know the piece I'm talking about, it's been a fan favorite amongst all of the gentlemen here at TVON as well. So that is here for one more look. In the meantime, let me also set this one down so that you get to see the build of this piece as well. Even though it is large, it is not going to flip. It is the perfect placement of the bail itself right behind the head of the peacock. So not going to flip. Huge, beautiful piece, and only for $49.99. Let me know on that one. And I have actually quite a lot of floral pendants today. So that is don't know if it was planned or anything, but I do have some more floral pendants to get to. I do have a fabulous emerald cut aquamarine in a ring. If you're thinking about the Tanzanite, you're like, maybe not, maybe I already have enough Tanzanite somehow, but maybe you want an aquamarine. I do have this fabulous piece, so let me just move this little guy aside. And next up, we do have this beautiful aquamarine. This is 1120392. This is, I know I have to zoom in, but this is definitely not a small piece at all. It's got that beautiful single halo, and the single halo, if you have this mounting, you know this mounting, love this mounting. Well, first of all, the center stone itself is a 924, which is not a small carat weight. And because the center stone is so large, that means that the diamond halo around it also has to go around the entirety of the center stone, which means, you're not gonna get, like 30 points, half a carat of diamonds. You have over a carat of diamonds in this halo here. And this is a request for Paula, our very first request of the day. So thank you so much, Paula. Waterfall earrings are coming out next. We'll be getting to that shortly, so thank you, Paula, for the request. And again, if you have a request, please call in if I'm not showing something you want to see. Again, I know taking a very long trip to the museum, but just got some pieces I really want to give you guys one last look at it, get you the ultimate discounts, and then again, help you own these pieces. This one included. This was supposed to be $99.99, and this is a piece that very much deserves to be at that price tag. Aquamarines are a little bit difficult in terms of price, because as you know, the other aquas out there, they don't exactly have, that blue color, if any color at all. It just looks like a clear stone, and you're standing there looking at it like, what is this stone? And they're like, oh yeah, it's an aqua, but you're like, it's not. But aquamarines are very tricky in that sense, because we've had stones come through here that are, beautifully saturated, and honestly, the carat weights are a little bit smaller, but then the prices kind of get to that, $99.99 plus price, and I'm just like, Like, yeah, it's a beautiful stone, but no one's gonna be paying that amount for a smaller stone. But you know, the color's nice, but you know, the value isn't there. I saw the value in this one, which is why it is here again for one person and one person alone. If you've been thinking about owning a beautifully sized stone, this is the one to own. 924 emerald cut Santa Maria aquamarine, carat 06 of diamonds, $99.99. It is not going to be your price. $39.99, already took off a couple $1,000s, not going to stop there. And you've probably seen it for $38.88, but I am glad to say that that $38.88 price tag has also been scratched off and has been replaced with a brand new price tag. Again, this is what it looks like from the back. From the back side is the perfect perspective to see if there are any imperfections in the stone, any inclusions, any weird spots in it. This stone is as clean as can be, and it's got that iconic Sierra Santa Maria aquamarine blue color to it. And it is not going to be $38.88. Very first caller on this one will make it $3,599. One caller only on this one. And here is what it looks like on the hand as well. So again, my hand's not that large, but this ring fits perfectly, fits so snugly. True to size band on this one. A ring of this size, I would almost recommend you try it on and wear on your middle finger. Again, so $35.99 on this one. This is what it looks like from the side. So here is a different perspective on it. You got your single halo and your single stone in the center there. Yes. Of course. So have a request for a yellow diamond. Yes, I know we actually have, I remember that request, and it was actually, yeah, let's get to it. So $35.99 on this one, and then sorry Paula for the wait, but I do have a quick request to flash some pieces we had earlier. So let me know on this one, $35.99, and these are the two yellow diamonds that we had not too long ago actually. So one of them is certified, GIA certified, one of them is not. These two pieces are $13,999, your choice of. And again, item numbers are really helpful if you have a request. Again, you can say, yellow diamond ring, and we have, more than one yellow diamond ring. So believe it or not, several do have the same carat weights. So it's really helpful to have, item numbers written down somewhere. If you have just that one scrap of piece of paper, to just write down those item numbers and their descriptions. Again, carat weights, there's always a chance they'll be the same, but item numbers, they're not going to be the same. So just a public service announcement. The best way to go about with any requests is with item numbers, because again, even white diamonds, half carats, 1 caraters, even 2 caraters maybe. Carat weights are always going to be the same, so it's really helpful to take down those item numbers. And these are here, $13,999. If you need to take a look at the GIA cert again, I do have it handy. Again, the one on the left side, the true 3-stone style ring, is the one with the GIA cert, and this is the cert for that one. So here we have it. This is for the 251. So again, stones do have the same carat weights. If you have a request, we can always do our best, but item numbers are the best way to go about with a request. And one item that it is super helpful with are diamond hoops, which I don't want to jinx it, but yes. Thank you very much. Aquamarine is gone, but again, especially for the diamond hoops, item numbers are crucial. You can say, diamond hoop earrings, and there's like a million of them in the back, and I'm like, which one? So let me know on this one as well. So again, this is back again by another request. To see them one more time, aquamarine is gone, so thank you very much on that one. Again, any other pieces you've seen so far that are still here, you want to take another look at, no problem at all. Our yellow diamonds are back by another request, but if you want to see perhaps the heart-shaped, vivid yellow sapphire unheated on that one, again, I believe it is still here, so just let me know again. Several pieces are going out the door, so I don't have an exact update on any piece. But you can always call in, check with your operators, and double check. So peacock pendant pin is still here. And waterfall earrings are coming up next by request from Paula, so we will be getting to that shortly. And I'm not too sure on the availability on what's ready to go in terms of these earrings. So we will be, hopefully we have a few pairs ready to go, but if not, they do take some time. Again, diamond pieces, even though you see them, you're like, oh yeah, they have probably like 50 of them in the back ready to go. Not necessarily the case. Sometimes they are made upon order, so definitely in a way still custom made for you. So do keep that in mind as well. But again, earrings are coming up next by request from Paula. So thank you so much, Paula, for your patience. Let me know if there are any other questions on either of these pieces. Again, your choice of $13,999. And up next, we have our very first request of the evening. Here are the waterfall earrings. And these are also a fan favorite. This is 1110396. Available in white, yellow, or the rose gold. Again, I'm not sure on the availability of what's ready to ship ASAP. So again, if you are leaving town or already out of town, you know, touch base with your operators. They'll make a note on your orders so that there's no confusion. But here we have it, our waterfall earrings, 84 points total weight of the diamonds, here by request for Paula. But we do have a few pairs to go around, so if you've been thinking about these earrings, you can feel free to pick them up as well. $15.99 is where they started. Ooh, is this also for Paula?
No, for Agatha.
For Agatha.
She wants to see the width on the width for her.
All right, so earrings for Agatha as well coming up, so we'll get those ready as well. Beautiful quatrefoil earrings coming up as well. Love that style. But in the meantime, this was supposed to be $15.99, but you know us, and that is not going to be our price. Again, this is here by request. We'll make it $999 for Paula the requester, or for a few of you out there as well. Again, white, yellow, or rose gold. If you want to pick up a few pairs for yourself to gift it maybe, that is also perfectly fine, up to you. This is what it looks like against the hand. So beautiful dangle style there. You know, a lot of these designs, you know, you might not be able to see them in person, which is why I'm here to help you. You know, if this design did not, you know, have any sort of dynamic movement to it, if it were all just, you know, like that, I mean, it's still diamonds, it's still flattering, but because it has that extra movement to it, it makes it extra special and extra flattering. So $999 on this pair of waterfall earrings, again, here by request. But if you love what you're seeing, would like to try out a pair, try out our VS diamonds, we can also do that as well. I'm also gonna pop one in the ear. I actually do not have a normal sized backing, so we're gonna do our best. But here we have it. This is what it looks like in the ear. So again, with that beautiful movement that you see, again, we are humans. We're going to be moving around from day to day. And if you are wearing these earrings, they are going to be moving with you. So lovely dingle length on these, and definitely a lovely presence. Wear them with your hair up or hair down. It works either way. $999 a pair, white, yellow, or the rose gold, completely up to you. If you already have the white gold, you want to come back for a yellow gold or a rose gold, that is also an option. But let us go back up close. $999 a pair for this one, here by request. Do have a few pairs to go around. And we do have more earrings coming up next for Agatha. So thank you for requesting, Agatha. And again, anyone else out there, if you have a request, if I'm showing you beautiful things, but you're like, I want to get something, but I'm not seeing it, again, call us with what you are looking for. Again, item numbers are super helpful. Again, you can say diamond earrings, but we have like, a million of those as well. But again, item numbers are great, or if you can describe the piece as well, that is also a great way of going about with these requests. So next up, we have the quatrefoil style earrings. I'm very much loving this style of earrings, so coming up next. These earrings, however, looks like we might be limited in terms of the gold color. I think in reason it is because of the invisibly set princess cut diamonds. So unfortunately, looks like we can only do these in the white gold. So let me know on these. Again, we'll be moving on a bit quickly. Next up, we do have this here by request from Agatha. This is 1114318. Again, very limited few to go around. White gold only on these. I believe it is because of, first of all, They probably should not have been brought out, but you know what? We said we want to thank you for being here with us and bring them out anyway. So here we have it, our quatrefoil style earrings with the princess cuts. So 14K white gold only on this one, please. 83 points total weight on the princess cuts. So I know this piece is like overwhelmingly bright and shiny with all of the diamonds, but in the center quatrefoil shape there, we do have 83 points total weight of the princess cut white diamonds. Those are all invisibly set. So let me actually zoom in just a little bit so you can see a little bit better look at it. Maybe even if it's even better if I like block one of the lights, you can kind of see each individual stone in that, but the way they are set, that is called the invisible setting. So again, very time consuming to do, but we are still going to do it for you. However, only in the white gold. And on the outside, outlining the entire quatrefoil shape, we do have 58 points of the round white diamonds. Now this piece is a ½ inch from point to point. Now this earring, this pair of earrings, the post is directly in the center of it, so you can wear it like how they are sitting on the wheel right now. Or how I would wear it is I will slightly angle them so it has like that true quatrefoil shape to them. So again, this is I guess a better perspective to these earrings. Post is directly in the center, so you can wear them however you want. This pair of earrings supposed to be $29.99, and $29.99 they are no longer going to be. Again, here by request for Agatha, so call in early because again, very limited on this one, white gold only please. This is what they look like on the hand, and again, this is how I would personally wear them. And thanks to the post being in the direct center of the earring, you can wear them like this. But $29.99 we're not going to do. Again, a piece like this should probably be $19.99, but you know them, they've been here before. We are going to do it $1,599. First couple of colors only, white gold only, ½ inch from top to bottom, so from point to point, ½ inch. So that is the measurement on these. And let's also go back up close and I will try one in the ear so you get to see what they look like from a distance away, because these are surprisingly actually one of my favorite earrings that I've seen so far. Let me actually see if I can, I don't have like the perfectly sized backing for this, but let me see if these backings will work. Again, they are post and butterfly backs on these. Not heavy at all, these one are not. So $15.99 a pair. If you have an earring request, please let us know, and we can also bring it out if they are available to show. And let's take a look at them on the ear. This is what they look like. This is how I would wear them. Again, if you wanted to, you know, turn them 45 degrees and wear them the other way, perfectly fine, up to you. But here they are again. I just love how there's almost like a subtle, slight contrast between the two diamond shapes, between the rounds and the princess cuts. But here we have it. $15.99 a pair. Pick up one, pick up two, pick up a few until they are sold out. White gold only. And let us go back up close and take one last look at these before they are sold out. So here by request. Thank you very much, Agatha. So thank you so much for requesting them as well. Again, requester is taking a pair, which means we do have only a few pairs remaining on this one. So let me know on this one. And again, waterfall earrings also still available. Got a few pairs to go around for everyone, but these are also here by request. The peacock pin pendant is also still hanging out as we speak. And speaking of pendants, I do have a few tourmaline colored pendants to go around. So one of them is a green tourmaline in a very elongated pear shape. Actually, no, is this the pear shape? No, this is the different pear shape. Very similar to a pear shape, not quite a true pear shape. That will be coming up next. It is definitely a larger style pendant. So super excited to be able to have this one on a sale show. And earrings are still going out, so let us know if you'd like to pick up a pair, or at least I will let you know when they sell out. But next up, we do have this rather large and impressive tourmaline pendant, and this one gets the very first whistle of the night from Tony. This is 1122084. Got some watermarks in the back of it, so we'll do that cleaning for you. I just can't clean it with what I have up here. But this is in platinum. think this is the first platinum piece we've seen this evening so far, but here it is, our 1224 elongated pear-shaped cut stone. And I know it says green tourmaline up there, but truly, with how many varieties of green in this, I almost wanted to call it like a multicolored green stone, or even, I don't know, like a bicolored green, but I don't know if those exist. But this one definitely has a wide variety of the greens, from like that intense, almost like a Paraiba infused green, into that true like grassy green, into that lovely, almost like a Sapphire green, and then into a golden green color. This is such a magical stone. And if you know it, green tourmalines, like several other stones, they do have a variety of shades of the same color. This is like several shades of green built into one piece. Again, 1224 center stone, 10-point diamond, that single diamond bezel set into the point of the pear shape there. I say pear shape, but this is more like a pear shape with a flat end. So as you can see there, where it's like, it's covered up by the platinum, but it's not curved, it's a little bit flatter. So more like a pear shape, we'll just call it that for convenience sake. But this piece was supposed to be $39.99, and $39.99 is not going to be your final price. Last I had it, it was $16.99, and $16.99 it also no longer is going to be. This is the one angle that I found that was the perfect way to show off the wide variety of greens. You could almost see it transition from the back perspective of this piece, where it's like that vivid greens, again, with all the green colors I just described. It's like a true like color scale of just the color green. And it's like, if you were to collect all of the green tourmalines, all of the popular green tourmaline colors out there, all fused into one stone, this would be the one. And this is not $16.99. If you like this piece, had your eye on it, again, platinum. You know it's got its own little weight to this piece. We are going to make this $1,499 for one collar only. And this is, take a look at it on the hand, because this is yet another perspective as to the size of it. I know 1224, it's like, yeah, that's a big stone, but when it's stretched out like this, that's like, oh, that's a big presence on the hand. And also on the neckline. And if you want a measurement on this, this entire piece from top to bottom measures 1 3/4 inches. So just a little bit shy of being a 2-inch pendant, but again, that is truly a magnificent piece. Again, with all of the different greens, you can see it transition seamlessly throughout as I just angle it ever so slightly. A beautiful piece, one person only, $14.99. This is what it looks like from a distance away. So even though I am wearing a dark color at the right angles, again, just moving it ever so slightly, you can still see all of the greens coming through, no problem at all. This is not one of those, you know, inky dark stones where it's like, no matter how hard you try, how many lights you shine into the middle of the stone, you don't see anything. This is absolutely not the case. So $14.99 for this pendant before your 10% off. Let us go back up close and take one more look at it. And again, this pendant, one person only, a lot of platinum on this. Again, just take a look at, you know, the depth of this, you know, overall piece itself as well. So much metal on this one. Platinum has to stay like it is in the platinum. $14.99, one collar only on this one. Grab your phones and dial quickly, because I think we might be verifying on this already. So let me know on this one. And I can't believe this piece is still here, so maybe showing it in the first couple of minutes was a mistake. But the heart-shaped yellow sapphire seems to still be here. So let me know on this one, might be verifying on it as we speak. But here we have, from the very first couple of minutes of the show, 112-2307. This is just a little recap on this piece. This is our certified heart shape, unheated, vivid yellow sapphire. This is, again, certified, so I'll show you the cert as well. But this one is here for $29.99, was $79.99. And this stone just looks so fabulous. This is the one yellow sapphire where I'm like, you look at it from a certain angle, and I will show you that certain angle, and it looks like someone just took gold and just melted it and put it inside of this stone. I mean, no filters at all on our cameras, but just look at what that stone is doing. It's like almost competing with the yellow diamonds that are in that halo surrounding the stone. So this one is here, $29.99. Again, showing it in the first couple of minutes. Probably a big mistake. Yes. Thank you very much. Tourmaline pendant. It looks like it is gone. So thank you very much on that one. Here is another look at the certification for this heart-shaped yellow sapphire. So let's take a look at it on the hand here. So you can see this is the cert for the stone that you'll be getting if you do pick up the piece here today. 255 center stone, heart mixed, vivid yellow. So again, not making up those words, vivid yellow. It states it on the cert here, vivid yellow, and no indication of thermal treatment. $29.99 for this entire piece. I got your little picture there for the stone. So that's how you know that this cert is for that piece. Let us go back up close. One more look at it, and please call me and pick this up because I honestly can't believe that it is still here. And yes, I would love to try it on the hand one more time. So here's yet another look at it on the hand. So as you can see there, it's just a fabulous piece. $29.99 on this one. Let me know it can't stay here till the end of the show. Otherwise, I'm not leaving. We're gonna go OT until this piece is gone. If it's okay with everyone, of course. I mean, we have some food here, right? But $29.99 on this one. Please let me know. This one can't stay here till the end of the show. This is one last look at it up close. Again, 22 karat Tanzanite emerald cut, largest in a ring that I have here today, is still here. I don't think anyone's asked about it, so maybe showing that early in the show was also a big mistake. But let me know on this one. And on any other pieces as well. Again, the largest tennis bracelet we have ever had is still here, still hanging out as far as I'm aware. So call me on that one as well. Had the quatrefoil earrings and also the waterfall earrings out here by request. But again, you don't have to be the requester. We do have a few to go around. Again, very limited on the quatrefoils specifically, white gold only on those. But on the waterfalls, we can do a few pairs, white, yellow, or the rose gold. And also a casual reminder, I know not so important, but we did have that huge peacock pin pendant earlier today. I just love how that piece looks like on the neckline. You know, if this the peacock pendant is still here by tomorrow, I might have to do a little wardrobe change just so that I can wear it tomorrow for tomorrow's show. So I have to think about that one, but hopefully it'll go today. But if not, know that it'll still be back tomorrow and that I will be wearing it. So call me on that one if you need another look at it. Again, the pendant, the entire piece itself was $49.99. Also still here, the largest Russian Demonoid in our inventory currently, and it will be for, it has been for a long time. And once it's gone, I honestly don't know what the next size down is. It's probably like a carat and 30 something points. So, so definitely let me know. Again, collectors, this is all we have. It's not saying, I'm not saying like, oh, we'll never be able to get, you know, a 2 carat Demonoid ever again. Yes.
I have Lavanya. She said recently she purchased the dangle pendant from you.
Yes.
Very similar to the earrings she showed today.
Are they gonna work? Absolutely, yes. In fact, when she gave me that item number for that pendant, the first thing I thought of were the earrings. I was like, huh, they would work so perfectly together. But yes, I definitely would agree. They would work perfectly together. So let me know on this heart-shaped yellow sapphire. Looks like we're still talking about some earrings from before, which is no problem at all. Looks like this one is gonna stay here. So, problem. If I have it here still by tomorrow, I might just have to have, you know, someone do a little bit of a price increase because that is a little bit ridiculous for a heart-shaped yellow sapphire like that. But here we are. So thank you so much for joining me so far. We are in the last hour. Time definitely flies when you're having fun. My name is Joyce. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, Lauren is off on a little break to spend some time with her family, and she certainly does deserve it for all the hard work that she does. And so I'll be here today and tomorrow and on Friday if you're not tired of me just yet. So the fun continues, and we have still a few pieces left over from the first 2 hours. Yellow diamonds, heavily discussed in the phone bank from what I've been hearing. Demonoid as well, had some questions on that one. Still here as we speak, as are several pieces in our first 2 hours of the show, but don't worry, still got a lot of pieces to go through. I took one off, but these earrings that I'm wearing, over 4 carats of diamonds, those are coming up. A brand new style of tennis necklace, also coming up. So very limited on those though. The tennis necklaces are only white gold. I only have one in the 16, 17, and 18 inch. So if you've been thinking about a tennis necklace and you're like, I don't know, I do have a brand new style here today. If you want to see it earlier, let me know and I can show it. But if not, I still have a lot of, you can't see it, but I still have this much stuff to go through. So let's get back to it, and let's go back to our heart-shaped yellow sapphire. And again, requests are still welcome. The fun continues tomorrow. Even though it is Thanksgiving tomorrow, does not mean that we're off. We are still going to be here, and we're still going to be showing you fabulous pieces of jewelry. So again, please join us tomorrow as well. Star sapphire, I had one earlier in a pendant. I believe that pendant is still here. But if you're looking for a ring, I do have one that is more of that true blue color in a ring, and also in that 3-stone style design. So let me know on this one. And coming up next, we do have this one. This is 1122093. This is our star sapphire. And yes, this is like the closest to a true royal blue as we can get in terms of these star sapphires, in terms of what we have in our inventory. This is also in the platinum 3-stone style mounting. It's got those baguette diamonds on either side. Center stone is a 764, again, cabochon cut. Right now it's got those 2 stars on it because we do have 2 rather intense light sources on it. And of the diamonds, 39 points total weight. You only got 2 stones in that mounting, so that's just one way to tell how large these stones are. All done in the platinum, which means we can still size it for you. Just give us some time on this one. True to size band on this, a fabulous look, and honestly, I would not have this stone set any other way. I'm so glad that it is, you know, set in this specific mounting. It is just a beautiful, I don't know, I see a cabochon cut and it's just like such a smooth stone. It feels so like peaceful, and it's just like, it's just so soothing. But this is a ring, $79.99 where it started. $79.99 is not a price that is soothing to me, so I am here to help you with that pricing. And again, keep in mind 10% off of the final price that I do get to. $79.99, $69.99, $5,999. It is not going to be. And again, star sapphires specifically, I know it looks great on the screen right now, and that is because we do have a light source pointed at it, 2 in fact. This is definitely a stone. You do not just, you know, receive it at home, open the box in like a not so lit room, and then just look at it and you're like, I can't see the star, this piece must be defective, and be unhappy with it. This is a piece where take it outside under the sun, when there is sun, when it's not raining, take it outside, or even if you have a flashlight, like on your phone. I know they have built-in flashlights now, which is kind of crazy to me. Put it under a direct light source and really see the star come to life. You can't just, you know, take it home, open it in like a corner of the room and be like, there's no star on it. They lied to me. You really got to point a light directly at the stone to really see the star appear. And something else that's very interesting about this stone as well is that you can see there are striations within the stone, which if that's a deal breaker for you, I'm sorry, but that's just how the stone is. But if you're like me and you're like a little bit intrigued by the striations within the stone, honestly, I have no idea how this happens, but let me zoom in even closer. I've seen several star sapphires and star rubies have this type of striation to them. So to me, they are fascinating to look at, to just look at under the loop and see like, what's going on there? Like, does that really affect, you know, the star in any way? Which, you know, it does not. But like, is there something behind the striations of the stones that, you know, is also part of the reason why that this is a star sapphire? Like, that's a very interesting part of the stone. And this is not going to be $59.99. Just going to zoom back just a little bit. Again, it has to stay like it is in the platinum. We'll do the sizing for you. Just give us some time. And if you'd like to pick this up, it's not going to be $49.99 or $3,999 here today. Should have probably stopped there, but we are going to go even more with the discounting and make this one for one caller only, $3,499 to the very first caller on this. Again, this is the closest to like a blue sapphire of the star sapphire variety that we have. So $34.99 on this one. One caller gets it. This is what it looks like on the hand. Again, not a teeny tiny little stone. You can see the star from a distance away, and again, that's because we do have a light source pointed at it, so super important to have in order to see the star effect come to life. $34.99 on this one. This is what it looks like from the side, and all my bracelets are coming out again. Questions on any of the bracelets, please let me know, but this is what the piece looks like from the side. $34.99 on this one, again with the cabochon cutting. A beautiful look, a beautiful stone, a beautiful piece. Let us go back up close one more time, take another look at it. $34.99 on this one before your 10% off. And again, yellow diamonds are still hanging out, our 2 carat plusers. So call me on any of those if you want to take another look at it. I did mention we do have one emerald cut, or emerald, well, it is also an emerald cut. Colombian emerald gents ring, so that will also be coming up. And of course the earrings I've been wearing, I know they're just so comfortable that I forget that I'm wearing them sometimes. So those will be coming up as well in our very last hour here today. If you remember that one pearl piece, that one pearl pin, the brooch, with the purple rhodium, that is here for one last look. Again, super designer piece. I know I've been having a lot of those today, but yes, I am taunting everyone with the bracelets. Have any questions on the bracelets? Do call, let me know. Again, the largest ever in TVON history, you know, 1273 or 1275 of diamonds, you know, no biggie, just a couple diamonds here and there, but the largest ever. So call me if you have any questions on the bracelets, and we will be moving along from our star sapphire into our emerald gents ring. And this got a very loud whistle from Tony, and you know this is his favorite. This is a lot of the jewelers' favorites, if not all of them, and our operators as well. They all just love this piece. This is our gents ring. This is 1121690. This is one of those very rare pieces. Emerald, yes, clarity, color like this. Don't see that often out there, but to have a piece that doesn't have a single diamond accent to it is definitely rare in TVON land. But here is one of them. Gentlemen, I know a lot of you guys, when you guys have requests for gents rings, you're like, not too much diamonds, please. I'm not, you know, I don't want to have so many diamonds on my rings. Say no more. Here is this piece here today. White gold only on this one, please. We can size up for you, however, no problem. True to size on this. But so this is the one, the only gents ring that does not have a single accent stone in it. All you got is a 244 Colombian emerald right in the center of this piece. And this is a stone emerald, as you know, naturally included. But first, let's put up a price there. $79.99 is where it started at. But this is a stone. I'm going to zoom in all the way, as I like to do, so you can, you know, get well acquainted with the stone that you are going to get. This is, let me just center it a little bit there. Block one of the lights so that you can actually see the inside of the stone, because without it, it's like the stone has so much glow to it where it's like, it's hard to see what it's going on, which is kind of ironic for an emerald. So let me just block a light again so you can see. Again, emeralds naturally included. This stone has its inclusions, but look at what it's doing despite the inclusions. And $79.99 is not going to be your final price. Forgot I have to zoom back out a little bit. I've been so enamored by the emerald that I just walked back around the wheel. But here we have it. That is not going to be your price. And last you saw it was probably like, you know, $3,999. Because we're taking 10% off, we can't size it, just kidding. We're still going to size it for you. But this is not going to be $39.99. And again, I'm not saying like, because we're doing the 10% off and discounting this piece even further, we're not going to, you know, shave off the gold and be like, sorry, you can't have that. You're not paying for it. No, you're still getting this entire piece, and yes, we will still size it for you. This is not going to be $39.99 or even $3,499. If you like this piece, call in right now, because I can guarantee you once this is gone, they are probably not going to want to do this again, because there is just too much of a loss on a piece like this. We are going to make this one color only $2,999, and I don't even think I showed it from the side, but this is what it looks like from the side, from the back side, so you can see all of that gold there. It's got the TVON logo on the inside of this piece, and then on the other side as well, the glow of the stone just does not stop. $29.99 for this entire piece. All of this gold, yes, you get it all. And sizing, yes, we will do it for you. We just ask that you keep it maybe in the white gold for this one because of that price. It's kind of a little bit ridiculous. So $29.99 on this one. This is what it looks like on the hand. So again, such a sleek finished look on this. It's just such a beautiful look. And I mean, I know I advertised it as a gents ring, but if you know where I'm going with this, ladies, if you love this ring as much as I do, definitely call in quickly and pick it up for maybe even yourself. We've historically had a few ladies out there who they see a gents ring, they get it in the size of the gents ring, they're like, you know what, don't size it, just send it to me like it is. And they don't even wear it, they just have it there to admire. So definitely call me on this one, ladies. If you want it, I'll also do it for you in the ladies sizings. So it doesn't have to be, you know, like a size 10 or size 11. We can size it to you for your size. We just recommend leave it in the white gold, again, for that price. Really, you should probably say even like it has to stay like it is in a size 11, but no, we are still offering to size it for you. So $29.99 on this one, let me know. And I can feel the bracelets trying to come out again. So let's go back up close on this one. $29.99, one collar only, guys or gals. Again, whoever says sold first gets this piece. And again, this is a very rare piece in terms of TVON design land, because typically we'll see a diamond here or there, but this one has 0 diamonds to it. So definitely a very unique look. I do not expect for us to be doing this kind of design ever again in the future because of, again, gold prices, you know, just the usual stuff that we have to think about on the daily. So call me on this one, $29.99, one person only. And heart-shaped yellow sapphire is still here. Look at that. Sapphire, speaking of sapphires, I do have a Windsor sapphire in a pendant, if anyone is looking for one. Yet another stone, very much like the Marilani Mint Garnet, which I believe that ring for $12.99 is still here. But I do have the Windsor sapphire in a pendant coming up for one person and one person alone. So let me know if that is something you would be interested in. I also do have several other earrings ready on the side here. So different styles, different varieties. If you're, again, looking for something specific and I'm not showing it, always call in and request it. Again, yellow diamonds are still here. Our largest Russian Demonoid in the bridge with the white and yellow diamonds are also still here. And so is the Tanzanite. I feel like maybe I also showed that Tanzanite too early. So let me just get it out from the pile here. And we will do a little quick recap on the Tanzanite. Again, it is the one Tanzanite ring that I have here that is of a quote-quote normal cut. I do have another Tanzanite ring. However, it is a sugarloaf cut, which I can also do a quick little flash if you're curious as to what the sugarloaf looks like. This is the Tanzanite we had from earlier. This was 1117054, 2271 center stone, and all of that gold and diamond weight, and honestly design too, for only $99.99 on this one, and that is also before your 10% off. So again, this was 1117054 item number, and still here, $99.99. So maybe I should have a show on Thursday pile too. So I don't know, maybe it's getting late, huh? But I also do have a Tanzanite in a pendant. I actually had this piece not too long ago, and I am glad that it is back on a sale show. So yet another stone where we have had a lot of rings, Tanzanites. Had a lot of requests for pendants. You know, people have several rings at this point. Really want to have a pendant to just complete the Tanzanite collection. So I do have one coming up. It is in a pear shape, and it is a few points shy of being an 11 karat center stone. So that will be coming up next. Again, let me know on this piece. Write down those item numbers, very important. Don't want to get mixed up with your request. Item numbers are the best way to identify every single piece. They are unique to every single piece, so just keep that in mind. It really helps us a lot, so help us help you. So $99.99 on this one, let me know, and we will be moving along to this Tanzanite pendants that we had not too long ago, actually. This is 1110689. This is our pudgy pear bluing block D Tanzanite. $10.95 specifically. And yes, that at the very top of this pendant, there is a 62-point heart-shaped yellow diamond at the top there. So two-tone gold on this one, 14K white and yellow, if you are interested in the construction of this piece. Everything is in the white gold except for the little bezel frame and the prongs and the little basket holding the heart-shaped yellow diamond. This is a piece that has started at $14,999. But again, you know us, we can't do $14,999 even with 10% off. That piece, if it was at that price, will still be here maybe 5 years from now. So want to help someone out there own it. If you've been looking for a Tanzanite pendant, this is like the perfect low-key way of having a huge stone in a pendant. Low-key, but there's also just a 62-point heart-shaped diamond at the top there. But $14,999, not going to be your price. If I were to save you $10,000 on this and made it $4,999, that is already pretty good of a discount, but I'm not done discounting just yet. This is what it looks like from the back side. So interesting under gallery of a sort there on the back side of the Tanzanite. And again, you got that lovely hidden veil behind that heart-shaped yellow diamond right there. $49.99, not going to be. We are going to make this one collar and one collar only for only $3,999. Again, pendants. This is the only one I have. Tanzanite's running out. Don't know when we'll see the last ever bluing block D Tanzanite, which if I were to, change the price back to $14,999, technically this piece will be here probably forever and technically will probably never run out of bluing block Ds. But we're not going to do that to you guys. $39.99 on this one. This is what it looks like on the hand. So here we have it. I love to do this too, where I just take the piece and just compare it if it were a ring. Just look at how large of a stone this would be if it were a ring. This stone already pretty much spans the width of my finger, and that is before we even hypothetically were to add a halo to it. So $39.99 on this one. Let's also go to the neckline here and just show you, I just love how it looks against a dark backdrop here. And also that yellow diamond shows up so well. I know, I'm just focusing on the Tanzanite, but just that yellow diamond as well. Again, I probably shouldn't keep saying this, but if you were to get this piece and you were a jeweler or, a reseller and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna take this piece apart and make it into two separate pieces and charge way more than $39.99 for each. You could do that, but again, if you are a pendant enjoyer, and if you want to, have a Tanzanite pendant before they're gone forever, definitely consider this one. Pick it up here today, $39.99, one of a kind, one only. Once it is gone forever. Let us go back up close and we will find out who picks it up. And I believe this is a pendant that does stand up on its own, so it does. Thank you very much, pendants, for staying up like that. And don't forget, the ring is still here. If you're interested as to what a sugarloaf cut is, I do have one Tanzanite stone, so that'll be coming up next. Or maybe I'll do a quick little flash of it because I know it's not, everyone's cup of tea, but this is a sugarloaf cut Tanzanite in a ring. Just a quick little flash, but yeah, this is, even though it's a sugarloaf, still bluing black tea, still got those red flashes. And let me know on this one. So if you want to see the sugarloaf though, I will be more than happy to show it for you. The green tourmaline pendant did sell. However, I do have something similar, but it is not exactly a green tourmaline. It is still of the tourmaline family. This one, however, has a little bit of blue in it. And I do have a indicolite pendant coming up next. This was a piece that was heavily debated because tourmalines, they're here and there at TVON land, they don't sell fine, they're just gonna sit there. They do sell great, hope you love them. But tourmalines have been that one piece where it's been very surprising because the most recent trade show at Hong Kong, they actually came back with some surprising information, and that is the price of indicolites. There's actually a very big debate, a very big meeting over this next piece coming up, purely because they thought, well, the stone itself is worth way more than even the starting price of this entire piece. So why not just take the piece apart, put it back into the private collection, call it a day. It'll never see the light of day ever again. But then I said, you know what, please, a lot of people have been asking about this pendant that is coming up. And I really want to give it one last chance. And if you have if you've had your eye on this pendant, today is the day. Again, you do get that 10% off. And coming up next, so call me on this one. And next up, we do have this fabulous indicolite pendant. This is 1115494. This is our one and only, as it has been everything here so far. Yellow gold, entirely yellow gold through and through. And I like to angle it down just a little bit so you can see the true color of the stone because, again, emerald cut, it definitely is highly reflective. But as I angle it down, you can see the true color of the stone itself. And this is our 14K yellow gold, 1820 emerald cut indicolite. 44 points of all of the pear-shaped yellow diamonds combined at the top there. So again, even though they're pear shapes, very difficult to mix and match. Pear shapes, like you saw in the Tanzanite pendant, can be of the pudgier size shape, or they can be like the green tourmaline pendant we had from earlier, of the longer, more elongated style. So again, pear shapes, truly one of the more difficult shapes to match, but here we have it, all perfectly matching for you. This is what it looks like from the back side. Again, those neon flashes just going through the entire backside of the stone. That is what a very clean emerald cut stone will do. And here we have it, that electric blue. It just takes my heart. But this piece, like I said, started at $14,999. And truly, if this piece doesn't go today or maybe even by the end of the week, you might never see it again. This piece will probably be taken apart and, of course, melted. But the stone itself will be cycled into ownership's private collection because they've had their eye on this piece for a long time, especially ever since that latest Hong Kong trade show. So again, the last time this pendant was here, a lot of questions about it. If you've been thinking about it, today is the day. It's somehow got yet another discount. So call me quickly. I know the price is not up there yet, but again, it's always easier to hang up than it is to miss out on a piece and never have it ever again. This is not going to be $7,999. Again, angling it slightly down so you get to see the true color of the indicolite stone itself. $79.99. It's been out for a long time now, but today it gets yet another discount. This is what it looks like from the hand, from a distance away. So again, that is just the power of the emerald cut stone. Again, elevators of light. If you could maybe just imagine if this piece were a ring, which I am very glad it's not, because it'll probably actually, interfere with your hand motions. But here we have it as a pendant, as it should be. Beautiful triple yellow diamonds in the bail there, hidden bail as well. $79.99 is not going to be your final price. This is also what it looks like against the neckline. So again, certain tourmalines might be so dark where it's like, I don't know what color that is. I mean, just look at this stone. If you like it, please call in quickly because it is absolutely not going to be $79.99 anymore, even though it probably should be. Let us go back up close. And if you like this, if you love this, hopefully you love it, we will make it for one caller and one caller only. $6,999. Only has to stay like it is in the yellow gold. Otherwise, we'll just clean it up a little bit and ship it out to you speedy quick, and you will get it very quickly and you will love this stone. And again, truly, there's been so much talk internally about this piece in particular, about this stone actually, I should say, because tourmalines, very surprising to say, but the price has been very shocking. They were just window shopping in a way, the stone department, the stone representatives, just window shopping tourmalines. And they had people come up to them being like, do you guys, by chance, bring any tourmalines with you? Because they know what is going on with the pricings of this stone, of the indicolite tourmalines, and they're like, you know what? For this piece, let's just say, charge us the $14,999 and we'll buy it from you right now. And we're like, oh, what's going on? So when they came back from that trade show, it was a little bit like maybe tourmalines of this price, this size, this color, this price, maybe that's a mistake at this point. But again, this is last call. If you want this piece, it's been here. A lot of conversation about it amongst you all. Again, it's whoever says sold first on this one, $69.99. Again, still get your 10% off. I'm not saying, just because we took off yet another couple $1,000s that you don't get the 10% off anymore. You still get it for a piece like this as well. So let me know, and we will figure out who gets it. If Tim is verifying on it, if Jess is verifying on it, or if Andy is verifying on it, we will find out. But this is it. This is all. Once it is gone, it is gone. And by gone, I mean either it goes home to one of you guys out there, or we truly never see it again, and it's going to go into ownership's private collection. So let me know on this one. So call me quickly. And Andy, I have a question. Is Jess talking to who I'm thinking about? And by who I'm thinking about, is she in California? Or am I thinking about someone else? So I might be thinking of someone else. Is it who I'm thinking about? I don't think she's right. Her last name begins with an H. Hello, wait, Jess, can you tell her I said hello? Is it who I'm thinking you're talking to? She's back? Did she see the peacock pendant? I figured. I am so glad she's back. It's been so long. It's been like months. I am so glad she's back. If she needs another look at that peacock pendant, I will be more than happy to show it. I mean, I saw that piece. I immediately thought about her, so I am glad that she is back. That is just a perfect piece made for her. So, oh, I'm so glad. All right, so let me know on this one. I think Tim might be verifying on it. Again, Demonoid, the largest we ever have, is here. If you're not sick of tourmaline pendants, I do have yet another one. This one is of the pink variety. So again, got a little bit of a floral design going on with the pink tourmaline, however, so let me know if you want to see that. Bracelet, got to keep mentioning the bracelets. Bracelet is still here, the $12.75 total weight. Let me know on that one. Heart shape yellow sapphire is still here. Question mark, exclamation point. I guess so. Tanzanite pendant, I think, is still here too, which is kind of making me sad. There's been so many requests for Tanzanite pendants, and then we have one, and then it's still here. Maybe today's not the day. Maybe tomorrow or Friday. So call me on anything you've seen before. Sugarloaf Tanzanite, I know it's not a piece, shape that everyone is, requesting, but I do have one, so if you're interested in seeing one, I do have one. Paraiba earrings. I don't know how those are here today, but they are coming up. They are a stud style, oval center stone shape with a single halo around the stones. So if you're interested, let me know. Have any last minute requests? Also welcome. I guess this one is still here. What a shocker. Ownership is going to be very happy by the end of today's show. They just got a new acquisition. Next up, we do have a zircon. It is the zircon that, you say Thanksgiving and a certain color palette comes to mind. This zircon that is coming up next is like the Thanksgiving zircon, I think. I mean, just look at it. It's got golden flashes, red flashes, yellow flashes, orange flashes. It is 1119572. This is kind of a take on the Stardust mounting that is wildly popular here. But this is our 11.5 carat cognac zircon. I mean, can everyone just agree with me? I mean, you just say Thanksgiving or even fall, autumn, and this is the color you think about, the fallen leaves. We don't have it here, but when the leaves turn yellow, red, and they fall to the ground. Again, we don't have that here, but I can only Google up images and be like, oh, that's what fall is like. But here it's like, 80-degree weather, and it's like, oh yeah, it's fall. It's cooled down a little bit. But yeah, Thanksgiving too, definitely. I mean, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. It's already tomorrow on the East Coast. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone on the East Coast. But this is a piece that was $4,999. And we are not going to do that. Again, I want someone to have it. It doesn't have to be a Thanksgiving ring. This is also one of those very specific colors of zircon that I don't get to see that often. It is very similar to some of our golden zircons, but again, it's just the secondary and even tertiary colors of flashes of color that are in this particular stone that I'm just like, you know what? If I didn't see those flashes of colors, I might even qualify this as a golden zircon. But because of how, how there's so much of a variety of colors in this stone itself, I'm like, you know what? This deserves to be called something so much more. And the price, we're going to do so much better than $49.99. It's written on the bag here that it has to stay in the yellow gold. However, if you're interested in this piece and you're okay with waiting, again, with how the diamonds are burnished into the band itself, a piece like this does take some more time. So if you're okay with waiting, we can switch it to the white or the rose gold for you. However, I would heavily recommend leaving it like it is in the yellow gold, but again, still giving you the option. It's just that you have to wait a little bit of time for us to make it for you. And let's get to discounting, because $49.99 is no longer going to be your price on this one. If you like it, again, zircon of this size too. I mean, a little bit off tangent, but another item on my shopping list that I've had for our store representatives are large blue zircons. And that is one where they saw it on the list and they just looked at me, raised an eyebrow and said, no, we can't. So can't get a large blue zircon. This is your next best bet. An 11.5 carats cognac zircon. I know it's not a blue, but I mean, just come on, look at that. Double refraction on a stone like this. beautiful, gorgeous. This is what it looks like from the side. Got a bit of a starlight effect too. I mean, that's cool. This is what it looks like from the back side. So you can see how the diamonds are set into the band of this piece. And again, yet another perspective of the cognac zircon from the back side. True to size on this one, $49.99, $29.99, not going to be your price. $2,499, also not going to be your price. Funnily enough, this black Sharpie price, don't know if it was a mistake, $24.99, was written on the bag, but it's been crossed out. So I don't know what's going on here, but I guess they really just want to move this one out the door today. This is a request for William. All right, William, we got a diamond band ring coming up next by request, so thank you for requesting it. However, if you like this piece, we'll just make it quick. Again, I don't know who did these price markdowns, but we're just gonna go with it, hope for the best, and make this $2,299 for the very first caller. Zircon, we know our traditional blue zircons, pink zircons, golden zircons, white zircons. Very rarely do we get a zircon of this color. So again, if you are a zircon collector, definitely do consider this piece. I know like even the golden zircon variety, I forgot to mention, but green zircons are also here. But golden zircons and cognac zircons like this come in a wide variety of colors. So if you're missing one from your collection, this one has been marked down severely below cost, and we're still taking 10% off of that $22.99 price tag. So call me if you want to pick up this one. This is what it looks like on the hand. Again, it's a little bit of a wider style look, so I would personally recommend it maybe on the middle finger. However you do you wear it on your index, on your ring finger, however you want. Absolutely a no-no for a pinky ring or a thumb ring. But any other finger, you can absolutely go ahead, size it, we'll size it for you. Again, change the gold color, give us some time, we will do that for you as well. This is what it looks like from the side. Loving how the band just kind of does a taper and then a reverse taper leading into the center stone, but it's such a beautiful look, definitely everyday wearable despite being such a large stone, and only for $22.99. So call me on this one. We're gonna go back up close, one more look at it. And we do have a request from William. I'm not sure if this was the item that was here from a couple days ago, but this is the triple row diamond band ring, one of my favorite diamond band rings. Again, I don't know if this was requested specifically by item number, but this one is coming up next for William. So let me know on this cognac zircon. Again, if you want to see several other zircons, other colors of zircon, got a specific item in mind, call us, request it, and we'll be able to help you out. In the meantime, this one is here by request for William. So thank you again, William. Diamond piece, I believe we do have a few to go around. This is 1110477. This is definitely a fan favorite. Funnily enough, I think part of the reason why people come back for multiples of these in different gold colors and also different ring sizes is because of the price. I mean, yeah, it's a carat 09 total weight of the diamonds, but because of the way the stones are set, you get such a wide band of gold, so wide in fact that you get to see the cognac zircon that's sitting off to the side there just reflected in the band. So that's how you know this is not, your traditional, diamond band. This is 3 diamond rows worth of gold here. And it does taper. It tapers ever so slightly on this one. This is what it looks like from the back side, so it's open for cleaning. This is what it looks like from the other side as well. Such a beautiful piece. If you're unsure of which gold color to start with, if you're like, you know what, I've seen this before, it's on my wish list, don't know, what gold color to start with, 100% start with the white gold. Again, with our VS diamonds, the white gold is the best way to, just get a taste of the VS diamonds world. This ring here, we're just gonna make it quick. Again, lines are full. Everyone's just waiting for this band. $999 for this triple row diamond band ring. This is what it looks like on the hand. So again, get it in whatever size you want. wear it however you want. The diamonds span from side to side, so honestly, you're not gonna see much gold at all on a piece like this. So white, yellow, or rose gold. Again, the safest bet, definitely go with the white gold. However, yellow or rose gold are also options for you. If you already have a white gold and you're like, you know what, I love this ring so much, I want to get one in the yellow gold, I want to get it in the rose gold. That is also, people have done that before. At this point, I am not even surprised at all. So $9.99 on this one, truly like a diamond band. There is no, elevation to the band itself. Diamonds end right where the fingers meet, not irritating at all. One of my favorite diamond bands, so stack it if you want to stack it with other pieces you already have. I maybe even thinking if you have a band style ring with even colored stones, how that would look like stacked with this one. Again, have fun with the pieces you already own. Go through everything, maybe just try out different combinations, stacking them, wearing them on the same hand even. So $9.99 on this one. Let's go back up close. Let me know. Again, this was here by request, but we do have a few to go around. Yes. Thank you very much. Requester William is taking one. So this is still open. So if this has been on your wish list again, now is the time to pick it up. You still get that 10% off. And again, Cognac Zircon might be verifying, and Dicolite Pendant, I think it's still here. So, you know what? Maybe for the pendant, I'm gonna stop advertising it. So let me know on this ring. Again, wildly popular. Glad that it is here again by request. Requester is picking up one. We do have a few to go around, being a diamond piece. And if you're watching, you're not registered yet, you're new, you're like, you know what, those diamonds do look pretty good. I'd say they are really good. I was kind of, kind of weird to say, but I was kind of born into this industry with a golden spoon in my mouth, golden spoon with, VS diamonds paved into the spoon. Point is, I've been spoiled. TVON is my very first step into the jewelry and gemstones industry. And outside of TVON, I mean, now I'm like exploring outside of TVON. Like I go to a shopping, center. I go to a jewelry store that they have there, and I'm just like, wow, let me see your stuff. And then only there do I get to see truly like, diamonds. So, which I have yet another story about that, but call me on this one, VS Diamonds, if you want. Nearing the end of the show here. If you have any requests that I still haven't gotten to yet, no problem. I'll be able to maybe do a little bit of an overtime, but again, get them in beforehand so we can answer all of your questions so we don't have to stay too late. But speaking of diamonds, I do have a singular diamond piece coming up. It is GIA certified. It is a 101 center stone. So keep calling on these. Again, just because I'm moving on does not mean that they're sold out. Still available as I am aware of, so we'll keep track of these, and then again, let me know if these are gone and done. But next up, we do have this. Yes. Just as I mentioned it, Indicolite pendant is gone, so sorry management. But the Indicolite pendant did find its home, so thank you so much on that. You will love it, and do not sell it anytime soon. Wait for the price to just keep going up and up and up and up. But here we have 1121733. Again, pieces from before are selling. And maybe I should mention this one, the heart shape, vivid, unheated yellow sapphire is still here. So maybe someone out there is thinking about it, but please pick it up before the end of the show here, as pieces do go after the fact. I know sometimes you're like, yeah, they're just saying that, I know after the show ends, everyone just goes to sleep or whatever. We're here for like up to 15 to maybe even 30 minutes answering calls, especially on a sales show. People are thinking about pieces, they call about pieces. They're like, is this still here? They give us a list. And we're like, yes, 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 no, yes, yes, no, 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 yes. And they're like, all right, all of the pieces that you said yes to, I want it. So again, there are multiple people out there thinking about these pieces, same as you. So again, whoever says sold first. We're still back tomorrow. 7 p.m. Pacific time, I'll be here, but no guarantee that a certain piece that you're thinking about will still be here. We're gonna be here for, a little bit before the show tomorrow, just to open up the place and stuff, but we will answer some calls, but that does not mean that, pieces won't still go. So again, just a heads up because pieces do go. So enough talking. This is our 101 one and only D-colored. I know I say colored, but D-color is the absolute top of the top, best of the best color grading you can get on a white diamond. D-color is at the very top. It is colorless. This is GIA certified. Now, I did mention this earlier with the yellow diamonds that we have had. This is an SI1. There are inclusions of this, but because of how it is cut as a cushion cut, you will not see the inclusions to the naked eye unless you put it under extreme magnification, which this is already a extremely magnified look, and you just actively search for those inclusions. What you are seeing here are you're basically looking at the piece through a loop already. So if you can't see anything from here, you are definitely not going to see anything when you get this piece and you put it on your hand. You're not going to be like, hey, that's an inclusion. You're not going to see it, put it under a loop, you will have to look for it. So that's just a reminder. Double halo and diamonds on the band. Of the accent stones, total weight, a carat 36. So again, an impressive diamond accent size in addition to your center stone. And again, I did mention center stone D color. That is the one and only D color diamond that we have in our inventory. A piece like this started at $12,999. And we are not going to do that. This piece was actually here a couple of weeks ago. I believe it was on my show. So glad that it is here for yet another look. Again, wanted to give a wide variety of pieces for everyone out there. If you've been looking for a white diamond piece, I have this one and this one only. We do have, I believe, several pieces still in the inventory, but again, I don't think we can do those for what this is going to be in terms of price. This is your D color diamond, SI1. Those are your inclusions mapping. And very important on the side right here, at the very top there, you have the words colorless, and at the very tippy top right there, the letter D. That means there is nothing that is going to be as colorless as this stone as you see right here. Let us go back up close, take another look at the ring itself. And $12,999 we are not going to do. $49.99 is also a was price, at this point. But, last couple minutes of the show, want to do something special for everyone out there. In fact, a little brief story time. A couple weeks ago, I went to a shopping center. They had a jewelry store there. Obviously had a lot of, 1 carat diamond pieces showing off in their cabinets at the very outer side of the store. And I was interested because, of course, got to see what they have. Maybe be like, hey, competition, what are you up to, right? And then they had a series of 1 carat white diamond pieces. Great. Granted, the quality of the stones could have been a little bit better, but the price was priced like a typical, I say typical, like outside of TVON land. It was priced like a typical 1 carat white diamond, right? If not a little bit more, which, okay, no problem, you do you. But then I was talking to the sales rep about these 1 carat white diamond pieces, and they were all certified, which they did not give me the cert. They actually did not have it on hand. They were like, we have to send it to you separately if you're interested. And I was like, okay, a little bit, didn't sit well with me. And then at the very end of the conversation, I honestly don't know how we got there, but I was so glad that this was brought up. The sales rep, told me that the stone that we've been talking about was actually lab created. And my whole world just fell apart at that moment. I was like, I'm sorry, these stones are all lab created, 1 carat white diamonds. She's like, yeah, with a big old smile on her face. And I was like, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, if you were to have, $49.99, would you rather spend it on a lab created stone? Or would you rather spend it on something that is natural and from the earth? I know I answer phones. I'm in the phone bank. I get the occasional call, people who are not registered, who are brand new to us, they see our prices and they're like, I'm sure they went to like these, in-store jewelry stores and they see those lab created stones and they're like, they come to us, they call us, and they're like, is that natural? Like, yeah, we don't have the word natural up there because everything we do is natural. But at this point, I'm just like, maybe they are valid for asking that question because they see our prices and they see what we're offering and they're like, you know, there must be a catch, right? This is too good to be true. And we're like, these are all natural stones. Again, this is a D-color, colorless. I feel silly for saying D-color when it's colorless, essentially. And this is not even going to be $49.99. If you would like to grab this piece, again, had a period of drought of having, you know, 1 carat GI certified white diamonds, but I'm so glad that they are back. You guys have been loving it. We're going to do this 1 collar and 1 collar only, $4,888 for 1 person out there only. And again, I have to say it, this is all natural. White gold only on this one, however, please. And I did not even try it on, but this is also what it looks like from the side. So again, you got the slight layering of your diamonds into the center stone. And this is what it looks like from the back side of the piece. So it's got kind of a undergallery connected to the basket of the overall piece. But $48.88 for a all natural 1 carat GIA certified, which I do have the cert. I showed it. I can show it again. The jewelry store I went to said, yeah, we have a cert, but we don't have it to show you. So I think the fact that their diamonds were lab created is part of the reason why. Which, you know, before that, you know, conversation that I had, I was partially convinced, let's take a look at it on the hand. I was partially convinced that lab created stones were like a myth. But unfortunately had a bit of a reality check and lab created stones are in fact real. But ours are all 100%, 100 million, 1000% natural. So call me on this one, $48.88. Yes, you still get your 10% off. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, not my size currently. I can't fit on a size 5.5. But this is it. This is all. This is our one and only D colorless SI1 cushion cut 101 GIA certified white diamond in a ring. Let's go back up close. And then we are nearing the last couple of minutes of our show. So that means we might have to do a little bit of a recap wheel. So call me on this one. I'll get my recap ready. Got quite a few pieces still left at the end of the show. If you have any questions, please ask. We'll be here for a couple of minutes after the end of the show. I did not get a chance to show the earrings, so please stay tuned with me tomorrow. I have a lot of pieces here today that I did not get to, so I'm glad that I'll be here with you guys again tomorrow to continue all of the fun. Party with you guys on Thanksgiving, if that's okay with you guys. Also, that tennis necklace I mentioned did not get a chance to show, but again, tomorrow we will have some time to bring back some pieces that I did not get time to. So again, but aside from that, everything here today, do have several pieces that are still left over, but you can pick them up before we head home for the day. So let me know. Again, Peacock Pendant is still verifying. Let me know if she needs another look at that. We have Marilani Mint Garnet for $12.99. I don't know how that is still here. Maybe showed it too early in the show, but I do have a recap wheel. So be quickly putting some pieces up there for the very end of our show. So here we have it, Marilani Mint Garnet. We do have our yellow diamonds. We do have our star sapphires in the front here. Emerald gents ring, or ladies, if you like that ring like I do, we do have that up here as well. So just a little bit of a mini recap wheel. Again, this Marilani Mint Garnet is $12.99. We had a piece that was $12.99 not too long ago, and people called in just a little bit too late. Had a huge fight in the phone bank, and unfortunately it was already gone. So call me on that. Heart-shaped yellow sapphire in the backside there. Yet another yellow diamond if you are interested. We had 2 today, again here. Same price, essentially your choice of for these 2 yellow diamonds, and so much more. So got quite a few pieces still here. Last couple of minutes, last minute 50. So please call me on anything on that recap wheel. And I also had the large ruby cluster ring, which this is yet another look at it from a distance away. So this is also still here. All private collection Burma rubies. Never seen rubies this clean before. And before we go back to the wheel, also have the 22 carat Tanzanite ring. Let me just look at how big of a presence that has from a distance away. So let me know on either of these pieces. The earrings did not get a chance to get to today, so join me tomorrow, please. And I'll be getting to those, no problem at all. So take a look at our recap wheel. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm usually here with you guys on Friday, online only, so I'm always glad that I'm here on a weeknight too, with everyone on our TV and online. So thank you so much for tuning in with me. I'll be here again tomorrow and also on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, Lauren will be back and bright and early with you guys. Again, weekend shows, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And the fun will continue throughout the remainder of the weekend. So again, happy almost Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to half of the country. Happy almost Thanksgiving to the West Coast side. But please join us again tomorrow because it's a holiday. We will still be here. We want the party to continue. Again, it's been so much fun so far. And again, call us on any of these pieces. We will still be here for a couple of minutes after the end of the show. Again, pieces are being verified as we speak, the peacock pendant. So again, whoever says sold first, truly a designer piece. Again, my name is Joyce. Thank you so much for joining me on this fabulous Wednesday evening, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.